Do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Wrestling for Life Network. Welcome to another live stream. Welcome to WWE RAW tonight. We have all your reaction to all the action, and it's going to be a fun one here on the channel. So much to talk about, so much to get into, wrestling adjacent and all of the above. It's going to be a fun time here tonight, so make sure you hit like, make sure you hit share, make sure you hit subscribe, be a part of the shows, and don't forget, strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel good. Let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Welcome to the Wrestling for Life Network. Welcome to another live stream. Hope everyone out there is happy, healthy, and safe. You kicked off the week well. You had a good weekend. You're feeling good. You're ready for a little bit of wrestling tonight. Me and that pretty face got you for the next couple hours or so. It's going to be a fun one. As always, the wrestling might suck. We never do. And we got lots to talk about and lots to get into as always. Blow up that chat. Check all the links down below. Like, share, subscribe. And don't forget those reaction buttons to let the algorithm know that you're having a good time here at the Wrestling for Life Network. So, without further ado, if you don't know who we are, I am Mr. Everynight KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. That is Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight KJ White. I am Big Nick. And yes, we've got Monday Night Raw. We've got tag titles on the line. We've got Elimination Chamber eliminators out here. But the big news of the day, my guy, Braun Breaker, hernia, injured, surgery, out.
That's unfortunate for Braun. The good news is I know some of the people out there like catastrophizing things. The good news for Braun is he should be back. I mean, I know it's not fun. It doesn't feel good. There's a recovery period where he can't lift anything heavy, or he's got to be careful when he, pops a squat. But at the end of the day, yeah, apparently when he jacked the table last week, it didn't feel so good, and he will be out now. Will they still try and use him, keep him prevalent? We'll find out. Does that change any of their plans? We'll find out.
I don't think so. I think Heyman's a perfect mouthpiece for him, even if he's not going to be there. That can get him over. That can build everything up. So that's a perfect thing. I think JV actually kind of first put me on of noticing this, and maybe with the masked attacker thing at the Royal Rumble, was he hurt before the whole table spot? I know everybody says, oh, it's because he lifted the table. Did they do all of that to keep him safe, to protect him? He was only in the Rumble. He took one bump really the whole time. Was he hurt beforehand?
You know what? That sounds actually more likely than what's been reported, to be 100% honest with you. I think that's highly possible. That a lot of people said, why wouldn't you put him in there? Why wouldn't you? I know even with the storyline, but you think he could get in there, do some stuff. Masked Man screws him after the fact, but he didn't even get in there. He didn't get into it. So, I mean, that's a very viable theory.
I think it could be that way, and I don't know if you've had them or anybody that's watching us has had them. I've had 2 hernias before when I was much younger and everything like that. And like you said, the recovery time's like 4 to 6 weeks. So everybody that's crashing out that, oh, this completely throws off their Mania plans. Oh, the Mania keeps changing. We've got 10 weeks till Mania. He should be back, and even then, he can still be there, just not taking bumps.
Yeah, again, and we'll see how it ties in, and we have a lot of time to, we haven't even hit March yet. He could be ready to go, even if they would have to augment and maybe not go full ham.
We don't even know if Seth's still good to go. We don't even know if Seth's good to go. We're just kind of taking a leap of faith on that.
Absolutely. We have no idea what the story with Seth is. Some people thought maybe he'd be in the Rumble. That'd be part of the surprise. Some people think the masked man is Seth, but, because he's hurt, they're sending in a stunt Seth. Stunt Seth, get in there.
Send the black hoodie. Send the black hoodie. Now, on a side note, did they just tease this and rub it in our face when Solo was coming out on SmackDown? Of how there was just a clothing rack of all just black hoodies and black jackets and everything.
Oh shit!
Are they just rubbing it in our face now?
Interesting. Yeah, everybody's got everyone's got their I need to surprise everybody gear to put on. So
yeah,
we've seen it a lot, Nick. We've seen it a lot, but Folks, we are about 25 minutes away from the start of Raw here tonight. We will be here for all the action. Again, like, share, subscribe. Back at it for NXT tomorrow. Heading all the way towards Grand Slam, which I finally locked down. I believe it's on at 8 p.m. Collision time. It's a collision.
Yeah.
People keep calling it a pay-per-view. Da 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 da. It's a collision. It's apparently a collision. So we've kind of. I feel like the PR team is lacking a little on what this fucking thing is every year.
Well, a bit because it's over in Australia. It is, I guess, like you said, technically it's basically a collision or a dynamite. It's going to be like a 2.5 hour taping. It is going to be taped. So again, no spoilers, no spoilers.
Right.
But I mean, they hype it up of their unique shows. It's a little bit like with the TNA effect of TNA will have still like a weekly Thursday.
Yeah.
But they'll give it a special name and it feels like it's built like a pay-per-view-ish almost.
Yeah, I mean, with them on AMC, right? They got No Surrender coming up, and then they have another one a little bit after that. And I'm sure somebody could tell me which one that one is. Might be Sacrifice. And those are Friday shows. Now, I think I'd rather them do like a live 2 hours, No Surrender, Special Impact than do these Friday shows. I think they got to reconsider this. I think they need to take advantage of going live with big stuff. So if you do like your specialty shows on a Thursday, I think it's beneficial for everybody.
Yeah, well, allegedly, thanks to our inside source there, Anthony by Elegance, that they won't be live till March when they're in Atlanta, which he'll be in attendance for.
And by Elegance in attendance for the next live TNA show. So we're looking forward to that. And again, we got so much coming your way, folks. Like, share, subscribe, be a part of the family. What else is going on right now?
Well, we do have the tag titles on tonight. We do have the Usos taking on Tozawa and Otis. We've got Maxine going against Natalia, or the low-key legend. Still haven't got a full decision on who Liv's picking. So still got a lot of, like I said, we're 10 weeks out of WrestleMania. So we've got a lot that we've got to start building and start building fast.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I complained a little bit that I thought the Royal Rumble build came in late, but I think they got there. They got there pretty quick, and I think all in all did not, kind of pulled it off. But with that being said, now we're in Mania. We see it starting to bubble. People are, I think, out there starting to get kind of excited. I mean, Punk, Roman, they put out Roman's schedule. So we all know when the part-time chief will be around.
Listen. He's got 5 weeks out of 10 weeks. He's there half of the time, and it's still you can't do it every week, and you can have some weeks to where Punk just goes over and looks strong. And again, that's why he's the part-time, why he's not here. I think it's perfectly fine. I've seen people like Coachman and etc. that crash out, and I know you may be kind of saying it in jest. I hope you are about him working those dates, and it is still he's that level of a star that it's a special event when he shows up. So I don't see the issue. It is right now the most talked about thing and the only talked about thing with WrestleMania outside of blackouts for watch parties and potentially slow ticket sales.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the slow ticket sales. They always say that, and it's always bullshit. They know what they're doing. That place will be sold out. They said the same thing about Philly, that Philly wasn't going to sell out. Oh my God, the travesty, the worst WrestleMania ever. It's going to be bad. That's just, again, the narratives that people put out there because they're trying to. It's almost like if we say it, if we will it, it will become actual fact, and it's just a continual fucking spinning of like, oops, I guess.
Is there going to be a time though to where TKO's increases in prices kind of catch up with them?
I highly doubt it. I mean, again, I could be proven wrong, but I highly doubt it. They'll sell out again. We're early. More people will jump on. The more they announce, the more tickets they'll move, and that building's going to be packed. I don't have any concern. I really don't.
But well, briefly, and I know we're going to say hi to the chat and new champs and everything, but there is the story going around that they've blacked out a 50-mile radius around Vegas, like in Vegas, for watch parties. Not like what we do, so you should be watching us. But if you want to go to a bar or anything, like some people will go and can't get a ticket to Mania, will go to a bar and just watch it with friends and everything.
Yeah,
they've apparently blacked out the licensing agreement. Like you cannot show this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's been verified. Anyone out there, yourself, Nick, I don't know if any of the bar owners or anybody has come out like credible. I haven't verified this. Now, if it's true, I mean, again, it feels a little petty. It feels a little nitpicky. That's why I almost like, are they really like how,
Is that like, it's one of those, is this a Wrestling Observer Network story?
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of feeling like. I mean, if I wanted to go to Mania, I wanted to go to Mania. I'm not going to not go to Mania because I could go to the bar. I go to the bar because I didn't get money or tickets to get
Well,
or
there's
money
some
to
people
get
that would
tickets.
probably, because the whole wrestling scene converges in one area there, that there's some people that would go because they're not going to pay $800 for a nosebleed, but I'll
But
pay
that's
$20
regardless.
cover to get into a bar.
Yeah, that's my point though. You're not going to get that $800 from said person that's going. So I don't think they're losing out to the local bars. I think the people that can go will go and want to go. But nobody's going like, oh, I have all the money in the bank and I could go, but it's going to be way more fun to go down the street.
Yeah, but is it a bad look? Like, does it
It's a
negatively
bad look
impact
if it's
their
true.
relationship with the city? Like, tourism's going to be down. Do you not get so many people that show up to the conventions and everything else as well?
Yeah, I don't know if that's again. I don't know if there's a direct correlation with the kind of the trickle down effect. And I would imagine there would be some. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's that. Like, who's looking into that level of minutia? Like you said, WWE send out stooges to go into local bars and make sure the show's not on. Like, what do we do? Like, how? Like, I don't know, man.
Briscoe and Patterson, they send them in there.
Right,
They
just
send literally the Stooges.
right by the end of the day, they're hammered, but they know nobody's watching, boss.
That would be such a good segment of throughout the WrestleMania. They're going into local bars and going around town or
Just
something. Do it
hop
with like
around.
Jamie Noble and like Petey Williams or something. By the
Right.
end of it, they're just hammered walking down the strip. It's like Hangover.
There's no wrestling, but I'm feeling like a fight. Let's go.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, it's crazy. With that being said, folks, we got lots more to get into. I know we're going to break a lot of things down here and talk over a lot of things. We're going to say hello and do our usual roll call. We're about 18 minutes away from the show. New champion at the Super Bowl, Bradley. Bradley gets another championship. Congratulations to him. Some people had bad days. A lot of people didn't do great. But there was a few up at the top this time, and good to see Bradley pull it out just by one. You just squeezed it out. I think
By the gifted membership he gave, he pulled it out.
right
But
there you go. So Bradley's the champ. Bradley, reach out and say hello, and we'll get you a prize, buddy. But congratulations on the W. Always fun times. We got more predictions title up for grab coming up. So stay tuned for that. And if we get to the point where we can actually make the belts and send the belts off to the winners, we're gonna.
could you imagine if we get to that point? Well, do we have to have the official one first?
We'll have the official one first. Yeah, you get
right. Boston, hook us up.
Right.
Well, and I did see quickly on the Super Bowl, I did see a few people agree with you of that. Myers, the kicker for Seattle, should have won the MVP instead of Walker.
Come on. No, I understood why Walker got it at the end because he did run, he kind of opened it up. He had the ball a lot. But I mean, come on. If there was ever a chance to give a kicker like, the nerd winning prom king at school, it would have been an epic moment. They had a chance to do something, that's never been done before. And the man's put up 7. Like, he put 7 out. 3, he got his field goals, a couple extra points. I thought give it to the kicker.
But does that just put the nail in the coffin of the kind of narrative that was, if you're not a football person, that was a boring game. That was that was puntomania running wild.
Yeah, I mean, again, it depends on how you look at it, and I get it. Sometimes we deal with it in other sports. You get a 1-0 ball game, you get a 1-0 hockey. Oh, it was no offense, but you can get a really good 1-0 game. I didn't think the game was fucking spectacular. But I also didn't think it was boring. I don't know. I thought it was a good battle. I was really enjoying like where everybody was getting shut down. I thought it was kind of fun watching Seattle fucking chase me around the field like fucking, like he had the cure for all of it. But I don't see the problem with that. I really didn't. But I like overall like the show. I think people just are trying to tie the quality of the game. And you really think the Seahawks fucking care at the end of the day, guys? Do you really think the Seahawks are going?
Well, I thought it was one of the greatest things, and even the commercials to me were terrible. They were all AI. Like, there was no real. Most of the Super Bowl was lacking. I'll say even the commercials were pretty lacking. But I thought it was amazing that they had the Marshawn Lynch Nike commercial.
Amazing.
Put up right at the very end of bitter tastes good. You got to get your lit back. Oh,
just on point. The timing of it was outstanding. Like, imagine paying. We want that spot. If like, what happens if?
There was probably some, Patriots version that's just gone to like, Africa at this point. Some, third world nation.
Well, I mean, again, I think ultimately, Nick, I mean, the Super Bowl wasn't that bad. It wasn't as bad as people try and make it. I think in general, right now, the entire world, we're in this absolute fucking pandemic of just negativity. Everything's negative. The Grammy negative, Super Bowl negative. If they pick somebody cast in a movie, negative. It's just all people are doing now. And I mean, the negative people have always existed. Bitching people have always but now they all have platforms. I swear to God, there should be a fucking IQ test to sign up to social media because it gets worse and worse and worse. And like my whole feed, 90% of my feed today was all Bad Bunny Super Bowl. Bad Bunny Super Bowl. Was it bad? Was it good? Oh, here's Kid Rock. It was insane, Nick. It was just, it ate up your feed. I don't know
Everything
how,
is awful. This is what happens when you're part of a team. Yeah. I
right?
just, and it's so many people that, and I'll tie it back to wrestling. There's so many people that are the ones that say don't be tribalistic are the most tribalistic.
Listen, and this might, fuck's sake. Listen, this channel doesn't go into politics. This channel doesn't go down that rabbit hole. This is our escape from politics. And for me, this isn't about politics. This is about humanity. This is about being human. This is about being decent. This is about having respect. All the negativity about the Super Bowl, all this shit about Bad Bunny, like people losing their mind. How could they do this? This is an American sport. The motherfucker's American. I don't know what to tell everyone out there. So it's just like this fucking insanely childish, narrow-minded fucking focus, and it's all about one thing. I don't understand what he's saying. Well, you know what? There's a lot of artists out there that we have no fucking clue what they're saying, and apparently some of them speak English. So it's a tough spot to be in. Yeah, like what are we saying? And at the end of the day, man, I think the biggest problem, the news, the outlet, the news across the board, you have leaders that are spewing this bullshit venom. Like at the end of the day, 131 million people watched Bad Bunny last night. It might not be your cup of tea. If you say, you know what, I don't get it, it's not my type of music, that's fine. I have a brother. All he listens to is hardcore death metal. Roar, 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 roar. I don't understand a fucking word that is being said on those microphones. But if it's melodic enough, I'll get into it. I've been to concerts for Avenge. I've been to concerts for fucking any rap artist you listen. I've been to Zach Brown. Like, we'll run the gambit. My recommendation to everyone out there is variety is the spice of life. Learning other cultures, learning other people, being positive, enjoying it, embracing it. Why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you even consider that? Variety is the spice of life. You get to see so much, feel so much, and have so much. But this constant, vile underbelly, and again, your leader, and I'm a Canadian, folks, before we go any further. Like, I mean, this guy's tweeting out bullshit. Like, are you fucking kidding me? You're supposed to be leading, and this is how you're behaving. Anyone that's spinning the narrative in any direction, I don't give a fuck if you're left. I don't give a fuck if you're right. The answer is somewhere in the middle, people. And unless you can compromise, understand, and come together, we're all fucked. So this could go up in smoke tomorrow. So why don't we have a little bit of fun while we do it? And I know a lot of people put on the alternative Super Bowl, and you went from Bad Bunny having the time of his life with people celebrating love and da-da. You click over to the other channel, there's a chubby white guy. I like my beer. I like my dog. And I love country music, but my God, one group of people were having a fucking ball. The other group of people were just thumbs and asses. And again, in any place in the world or any argument where you can get mad about the artist being Spanish, but okay with the artist being a pedophile, help me understand. What are we doing? And like I said, I don't go down this road. In 3 years, I haven't gone down this road. But for the love of fucking God, like you said, Nick, the preachers are the ones that are the problem. The preachers, the ones that come with the best of advice, just in the name of the Lord. Well, listen, it doesn't matter what religion you are at the end of the day. Every religion across the board universally preaches love. The fuck are we thinking, Nick?
You're going to really be hard pressed to convince me that the guy that's out there saying love everybody on the football, which I'm still mad that he's held the football at the Super Bowl more than Josh Allen, but I digress. But even the guy that's up there of the only thing more powerful than hate is love, you're going to be hard pressed to really convince me that he's the bad guy in the situation. I can't understand Bad Bunny, but I'm sure as shit no ball with the ball, the bang, diggy, diggy. My guy, like, yeah, okay.
No, I mean, it blows my mind. And again, we won't go too much further into this, folks. And semi-apologize, but we have a microphone, we have a platform, and maybe we don't have the biggest following, but why not speak on it? And this was bothering me all day because, again, I'm not on the left. I'm not on the right. We got our own
You're not even
problems.
American. This is why I'm out here
not even
just like you're my
American.
anger translator. I'm getting Barack
Right?
Obama out there, and you're just being Luther the anger translator.
But
My
at the end
guy,
of the
I fully. You're saying everything I can say because I live here.
right? I mean, at the end of the day, man, and again, the algorithm might not like some of the words I just chose, but let's be real. It is what it is. And it's all there. People are mad, like, oh, this guy's not American. Well, apparently Rihanna's American, Paul McCartney's American, the Rolling Stones, Coldplay, The Weeknd, The Who.
They're all
What
not
the fuck
American.
do you mean? Where were the protests? Where was the all-American halftime show when they were performing? What are we talking about, people? It's just what bothers me the most is the absence of joy. What's bothering me the most about all of this is you can sit back and just celebrate and be happy and enjoy something. And if it's not your cup of tea, click over to Kid Rock and doing his thing. Or you can go get a beer, or you can go get a snack.
When
You
the
don't
stupid
have
when
to
the
watch it.
halftime show becomes such a fucking goddamn like cultural issue and a cultural impactful moment.
No,
It used to
again,
be just stop me up. Like,
just
who
have
gave a
fun.
fuck?
We're trying to weaponize everything. And a guy, like you said, the message of love everyone and love is stronger than hate. How can you gangbang on that? How can you really criticize it? One guy's going out there, this was a terrible performance, it was disgusting, I didn't the most ignorant shit from somebody that's supposed to be leading. The fuck are we doing? Whether you agree with this shit or not, the ignorance is so fucking palatable. How can you dare go, oh, he's so right? He's so right. What the fuck are we thinking? But like I said, I don't care what you're into. I don't care who you pray to. I don't care what you listen to. I don't care what your favorite movies are. I don't care what your sexuality is. I don't give a fuck about any of that. Know what I care about? Are you a good person? And are you doing well? That's all I give a fuck about. Be good to each other, respect each other. That's what this comes down to. I don't care what your background is. If me and you get along, and we've proven that on this channel, people from all over the world, people have been on this screen from all parts of North America. They're all walks of life, and that's what I support. I don't care if you're rich, you're poor. I just want decent people. Are you doing anything that fucks up people's day? No. Are you just trying to do the best you can do? Great. Let's find a way to celebrate, enjoy, be happy. But everything we do is so marred in just, and again, I blame social media. I'm challenging everyone out there. Newspapers, news channels, social media. I challenge all of y'all to put half the effort you put into the negativity into the positivity. Post the half full side of this. Post about the good stuff. Post about the good things that are happening. I challenge you, because the anger bait, the clickbait, and the folks that can hear me right now, stop clicking the bullshit. Stop following the bullshit. Cut the bullshit out of your life. There's a happiness to have, and I know I've been bullshit and long-winded here, and I said this is something we never do, but I don't know. I'm getting old, Nick. I'm getting so sick of this shit. And
No,
at the end
they're
of the day,
100%.
let's
I'm just more of like,
get
please,
the
for
fuck
someone, the love of
along.
God, please clip this. Please make this video right now. Clip this. I'm hoping the AI can clip thing catches this right now, because this needs to be a whole video, because I'm just over here. I'm Devon now. Testify. That's about all I can really say else, my guy.
Well, I appreciate that, sir, and we probably will clip this and see if this message can get out further. But spread the message, spread the word. And again, people can like different things. Just don't fuck up other people's days. Mind your own fucking business. Be okay to be not included. Be okay to
Keep shit
just
above the waist. That's why we're the WFU. We're anti the IWC. That's, again, all just tribalistic nonsense.
Man, I got the advantage. I grew up in a very multicultural neighborhood. I got exposed to a lot of different cultures, a lot of different things, and I never saw it that way. I never saw colors. I just saw people. That guy down the road, he's super nice to me. I like when we hang out. I like when I go over to his place. We and get to know his family. That guy down that way is a prick and beats me up every week. I didn't care about what they looked like or where they were from. I just knew how people acted, and that's, to me, I mean, we built this channel on bringing people together, finding a way to disagree but still be friends. And I think the world needs more of that. And we saw it all 2025 with wrestling. All the wrestling sucked to certain people. All the music sucks. Everything sucks. There's a lack of creativity. like I feel bad for the younger generation because they're suffocating everything. No creativity, no excitement. AI commercials up the ass. Nothing's funny anymore. Everything's politicized. Everything's got to be tiptoed. Fuck that shit. And if you hate anything I said here today, I don't care if you unlike, unsubscribe, unfollow, delete, block, do whatever you have to do. But this is our fucking utopia, and I think the world needs so much of this right now. It could all blow up tomorrow, Nick, and that's all I'm gonna say. I'm done.
Love is all you need. Yes, no, absolutely, my guy. And I literally couldn't have even said it better if I tried. If you gave me a lifetime, my guy. But maybe we should try and say hi to the happy dollar people out here.
We got 3 minutes, folks.
Let's be that beacon of happiness out here.
Right. Jose, Spaz, and Roman, the top three from last night. Zach, Kevin, Damien, welcome back, sir. I'm going to let you read some of these off because I need a drink.
Fair enough. You do that, sirs. I've got Ken. I'm going up to the top now. We got Cooper Austin, Nasty, what up, 316. Paul, I see you. I do also want to say briefly of happy birthday to MDB as well. One of the OG, triple OGs, literally out here with the channel and everything. So big happy birthday. Well, we do see you. There you go. Happy birthday, my guy. Trying to get the balloons. No balloons. There's the balloons. But Cooper, I see you. Bradley, I see you. Ken, what up? Paul Carpenter. Jose, we got Foxy Pug out there on Twitch. We do have the Twitch as well, as I think we're getting ever so close to 200 followers on Twitch. We're pushing. We're just past 8K on the YouTube. Let's see if we can reach 10K by WrestleMania. People are trying to manifest negativity even before it happens. Hashtag pre-mad.
Hashtag pre-mad. That the whole world's pre-mad about everything.
Just gangbanging on happiness, my guy.
We got to force change, and it's the messages that we're getting. We got to change the narrative.
Right. Well, in Guardian, I'm neither side. Both are awful. No matter which way it goes, someone's going to be pissed about anything and everything.
Everything. I'm not. Listen, I'm going to be dead soon. I just want to smile for a while before I go. Is that too much to ask?
Facts. Well, this isn't the official comment, but official how you doing. But he did mention about Bad Bunny's, a WWE icon at this point.
Right.
I haven't said during the Super Bowl, his whole halftime show could just be his backlash entrance.
Oh my God.
So, and we allegedly might see him soon in a WWE ring. So is this WWE capitalizing on, hey, everybody's talking about this guy. You know what would be nice match for WrestleMania? Bad Bunny versus Logan Paul.
Right. Yeah, we'll find out who the real number one crossover is.
Yeah.
Right.
But speaking of crossovers, Spaz with a $10 super chat. You good to read this one, or you sending me?
Yeah, I'm good. We need some good vibes tonight. Chelsea's foot is messed up. Daphne, LaShawn, and her whole fam are going through it. And the singer of Three Doors Down passed away. Yeah, T's and P's. Logan Paul, of all these people, is a positive one. Shocking, right? But yeah, T's and P's, Three Doors Down. Love that band. He came out earlier this year. So yeah, thoughts and prayers. A really sad story. Very young man. But that's what I mean. Like, fucking knock it off, people.
Right? Can go like that.
I'm just disappointed.
I'm not. Yeah, spoken like a true dad. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Just fucking disappointed.
But Anthony, KJ Raining is the best. So true, my guy. Get it off your chest. Say it with your chest.
Whew. I felt like all day someone was gonna it was my uncle earlier today was like, did you see that shit halftime show? And I was like, what the fuck you mean bad? And he was like,
just waiting to pop off, my guy. I got this loaded.
He's like, I don't really, it's not my type of music. That's fine. Go back to listen to Van Halen, sir. I don't give a shit.
Well, even then, I mean, if it wasn't your type of music, cool, whatever. I still think Logan was kind of moonwalking on his comments. Not as bad as his brother, but I digress.
Jake was sliding back.
You've been struck by a smooth criminal. But yeah.
I got the logo, sir.
Netflix logo.
Yes. Thank you. I just want to see more people be happy. We're fighting over nothing. It's made up shit. We as a collective are letting the small pocket of people running shit fuck us all up. And we're all trying to kill each other. And it's them. They're the problem.
Absolutely. Vance, now we have some green refreshments. Absolutely.
Let's go.
Well, where was it? Bernard, the Sea Chickens, Safik, KJ for Prime Minister. As I have together.
We're all together, folks.
Love is all you need.
Right?
But Sam out here, best rant of 2026. Mark it, clip it, book it.
Thank you.
This man took us to the Biblics out there.
We never go that road, man. And then I figured
3 years in the making, my guy. And just that was Bad Bunny was the one that the straw that broke the back.
Hashtag save Bunny.
Hey, AJ Lee! AJ Lee!
Becky Lynch.
Oh, and Becky right behind him.
That's awesome.
Like she's seen it go and just so
everyone out here's had that moment. You walk into work and you see that employee you hate, and you're like, fuck.
Yeah, so we are getting Rhea and Ivy in a qualifying match. One of these things just doesn't belong here. No disrespect to Ivy, but it's interessante.
Right. Oh, JD having a good time in the clubhouse. I love the fact that they lug all this shit around from city to city. Like,
yeah.
Right?
There's a separate U-Haul truck just for the Judgment Day
with all their toys and shit. So much room for activities.
And they have to already set up and be mid like video game when the camera's rolling. So they're like mid match. So like Dom's actually been playing 2K.
Right. Let's go. Oh, Braun Breaker. They're talking on it.
I'm not even quite sure what the injury is. I'm still hungover from the Super Bowl. I had to take the day off of work today beforehand. Put in for it off of yes, please. NFL. Make it on a Saturday.
Oh, come on. It's a Sunday thing, bro.
Yeah, but no, I know. What are you Saturdays?
Oh, Becky on the way out.
Of course, if you just this is, I thought so-and-so was fired. Yeah. You said they wouldn't be here anymore. I'm sick of working with this person. And now she's just saw this. So I'm
back again.
Yeah, she got new sunglasses. She just crumpled her older ones and got new ones already.
Right. Nasty. Welcome. Ronan, Foxy Plug, we got you over on Twitch. As Nick mentioned, Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Let's go, buddy. Nasty. I ate so many chicken wings yesterday. I regretted it this morning, but only about 15 minutes. Monday morning tears.
I don't even know if you can have that many. It depends on how spicy they are more than anything.
That is true.
Trust me, you catch us after a wing in the ring. It's a different story.
It burns.
Why does it hurt going out?
It's not good. It's just not fucking good.
Yeah. He recorded that audio in his own bathroom, folks.
I was going to say, that was actually Nick, but you beat me to it. Well played, sir.
There's only so much I can take, KJ, says Becky Lynch.
Oh, Becky's in the ring, not happy.
Yeah, a large portion of this country was originally Spanish territory. Not knowing a second language isn't a flex. Facts, especially when we don't have a native language. We don't have a true, like, this is the language you must know in America. We just all expect everyone to know English. And what is so wrong with someone showing their culture?
The craziness is, I'm going to show you something you're not used to. And you just melting down.
No.
What the fuck? You're like,
AJ Lee. Speaking of things we're not used to, AJ Lee coming out right now.
Geekbox.
That's not AJ and Dragon Lee.
It's actually AJ Lee.
Yeah. Let's light it up. Now, this is going to be your WrestleMania match of AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch for sure.
Let's go.
Yep.
But see, that's where I get a little concerned at times with WWE of like big shows coming up. Drop the Bellas in, drop AJ Lee in, drop.
No, you already know you can't compare those two. They're just because they were around the same time.
They're just dropping people in, like.
Well, she was kind of there.
Where are you? Where were you? Where was she?
But you don't expect. Do you expect AJ Lee to work a full-time schedule?
I mean, part-time, semi-part-time.
I would say this is part-time, my guy.
We've seen her twice.
Which is what? Part-time.
No, that's less than part-time. That's a fucking cameo.
She's doing it per bono or per diem.
Per diem, right? Awesome stream video. Thank you, Michael. Football should never be on Saturdays.
College football is on every Saturday. What are we talking about? The college football championship was a more entertaining game than the Super Bowl.
Right.
Yes, JV, I did give you your flowers a bit on that. You're on my show, on my TV, on my network.
Right. OG Dale, in case we haven't said your name yet. Frankie, artist. But we are off in the opening segment. We know we're going to get in a good exchange here. This should be funny.
Is it interesting? Like, AJ's very clearly the babyface, Becky's very clearly the heel here, but when Hubby Punk's out there with Roman, you don't know who's heel and who's babyface.
Right. I like this. She cuts her off.
Eyebrows.
I know your shtick, your whole thing that you do. Let's go, America.
KJ for president. There you go. We'll get a prime minister and a president out of this.
Let's go. You be prime minister. I'll be president. Fuck everything up.
Facts. There you go. Yeah, you need to do it.
Wait till they put a fucking wrestling ring in the middle of Parliament. All right, solve the problem.
Go ahead. You can have that. That even one I'm mad at.
Let's figure out who wins this vote. Get in the ring, bitches. Battle Royal. Red on blue. Let's do this.
Right?
Oh, so funny.
Is it interesting that now we've seen it go from Austin and Rock and all of that? The Attitude Era is now the callback returns to the Bellas, the AJ Lees, the Michelle McCools of now it's the Ruthless Aggression Era. We've seen the time period shift up of what's the callback now.
Yeah, I mean, we used to get like Hogan and guys returning, from the previous generation, and now we've moved.
Now you need a fucking voodoo priestess to do that.
Vets. Yeah, I feel like all the returning vets are kind of still young. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. Like, you were in the ring before, like you wrestled before, I think, before she retired. Chicago. Oh, so do we get something in the Elimination Chamber, or does AJ Lee have to go into the Elimination Chamber?
She goes into the chamber, and does she get to pick that she fights?
That would be weird.
That would be weird as shit.
Do the match at Chamber.
Yeah, I don't recommend that decision.
No.
Got my show on now, watching me stories.
You like your Nen?
Right. Let's go, Raheem. Frank, that's funny because that's how I said hi to Nick tonight before we went live. And I
don't want to brag, but I bet you I got a better jump shot than Cody.
Whoa,
that man had a better. Punk has a better jump shot than Cody. Cody just
stiff.
No movement.
It's stiff.
It's like a jugs machine with footballs and everything.
Right.
Just keeps it up. It has no momentum on anything.
Necessary ran. I appreciate that. 45 minutes away from Cleveland, Ohio. Let's go. Bad Bunny Pro KJ. Right? I thought just leave. You mess with anybody. Apparently, this was it. I think it was just the overall kind of sentiment of all of it. Of like, can't have no fun.
Well, it's just one of those. This should be a moment where everybody's just kind of happy. Like, it's everybody, whether a football fan or not, everybody's just kind of partying. Yeah. And then for whatever reason, it became weaponized unnecessarily. Like, this is the first time you've had an alternative halftime show because people needed a safe space for a fucking halftime show because you dare me to have to enjoy Spanish? What?
It's crazy. And I mean, I think Lee Bryce was there. I like Lee Bryce. He's got good jams. I listen to him.
Milli Vanilli, Kid Rock out there, ball with the ball.
Yeah, I mean, Kid Rock had his moment. I don't give a fuck about his song.
He just did aggravated stomps and lip synced.
But listen, man, like I'm the father of a little girl. This whole like statutory is mandatory. What the fuck are we saying? What are we doing? How do we what the fuck?
Exactly.
Like, it's too much. It's too much.
As Becky said, this crowd is too much to try and pivot as they're all given the yes chance. That's Brie Bella's gimmick.
Right? Some more stuff. What's up, Johnny? AJ Lee, a part timer. Mad behind. Oh, welcome, welcome.
Well, I think he's either talking about us with the chat or,
Sure, the big field potential of this feud keeps Natty away from this. Okay.
Yes, he's saying so because of
I
Natty.
get it. I agree.
I get you. No, I agree with this. This is
Yeah.
a WrestleMania match. That's why we were saying you don't do this at a chamber. You don't even throw an AJ or a Becky into the chamber. You just let this kind of flesh some shit out.
Yeah, and Becky walks off. AJ smiles, trying to goad her to put the belt up.
So she's putting the championship on the line at an Elimination Chamber. So they are doing the match. She goaded Becky Lynch into doing it. So now do you do this to where does AJ win it and then you have to do the rematch? Because you have to, like, you can't have AJ lose and then ask for a rematch because Becky'd be like, no, I already beat you. You go to the back of the line.
Logan. Oh, no, he looks a little iffy. The Usos are here. I am here. What's up, Laura? Not a safe space after decades of halftime trash. An enjoyable one.
So where was the secondary halftime show for the weekend? Where was the secondary halftime show for Kendrick? Where was the secondary halftime show for Christ Almighty? Did I already say the weekend? Or Bruno Mars, I think, did one too. Why now?
Listen, I think our neighbors to the south need to realize that there's a big global shift happening, and I believe that there are certain people holding them back, and I think it's been a tough one. That there is more globalization, and it's a tough one, a tough pill for people to swallow. I just don't get the resistance to growth, change, harmony. I don't get it.
Because it's a bunch of people that don't have harmony and don't have rhythm, my guy. Come on, get rhythm.
That's what it was.
When you get the blues, come on, get rhythm.
Right? You said that last night, and it's true.
The Heat Bros, we've got the Usos out here.
Yeah. Like, man, it's so funny. I don't care. At the end of the day, and you nailed it to start this whole thing off, was it's always the people that preach the most are the ones, they're the first ones to call the cops. They're the
most vocal people are just actively saying confessions. This is my confession. Where was the halftime for Usher?
Yeah, right. Like, they literally just project your bullshit on us. And they're like I said, like, they're the first to call the cops. They're the first to demand to see a manager. They're the first to belittle someone. They'd run you over in the street in the name of, whatever Lord, or in the name of America. Like, again, it's usually the worst people. And that's not a representation of everybody. It can't be. I mean, only, what was it? What did they end up getting? Was it like,
it's just Twitter in real life, my guy. That's really what it is. Is Twitter? It's the IWC just on a grainer scale. It's Twitter in real life. That's why, like we say, we're the WFU. We go against this. We do it in wrestling. So why didn't you think we do it in other stuff too? But yeah, of the vocal minority.
What? And people forget, like, don't sleep on the idea that Bad Bunny was the most downloaded person in the world. 19.8 billion downloads on Spotify.
Yeah, how dare the NFL have the biggest artist in the world do their halftime show? Sorry, not sorry. Laura 8 saw the belt the Hawks I did not know Seth was at the Super Bowl last night. Yes, and also he ended up hooking up Kofi with a ticket for free. And then apologized to Kofi publicly on ESPN because I'm sorry I brought you to the Super Bowl to watch a team get smacked around.
Yeah. I mean, the thought was there. It's the thought that counts, right?
Right. Yes, Guardian. This is what we need. We need Vanilla Ice and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Let's fucking go.
Power.
They should do a 90s one and, like, bring back Vanilla and MC Hammer and just do 7 minutes of 90s and stuff. Get Tiffany out there. Think we're alone now.
No. Next year's about to be Uncle Cracker.
Oh, yeah, right?
Watch it on TV. What? Oh, because Christian was asking what Lord did. Christian, where were you when Ricky Martin showing up, by the way, during Bad Bunny's halftime show?
The best story of Sunday as the crowd's going insane for the Usos, folks. If you're just tuning in, we are getting ready for a tag team match. The crowd is loud for the Usos, again, over as fuck.
Right, but we're into the run back of it's so glad. Speaking of vocal minorities, of how Twitter hates this, how certain podcasters who, used to do Ohio Valley Wrestling and everything like that really hate when Jey Uso runs it back. But every live audience I've ever seen loses their goddamn gourd when he does it.
It'd be like, every night on a world tour at the height of their popularity, pick somebody that was on fire once upon a time, Guns N' Roses, whatever. They, Metallica. Every show, fans go nuts. They come out, do an encore, but then it would be like waking up the next day and reading a review of like, oh, they were terrible, and the nobody enjoyed it. It wasn't good. Meanwhile, that's what the equivalent is, guys. It doesn't make sense that we get all these content creators seeing this live and then going, this is the worst shit ever. Like,
now, granted, it's one
I don't like it.
Well, it's one hand doing it at times in the middle of a match, but at the same time, the start of the show, it's like, I can't believe Metallica did an encore of Enter Sandman.
Dude, we used to cheer for a guy that pulled his sock out of his fucking pants and ran around the ring. Me and Match, pre-match, right? We had, the snake is cool. What the fuck are we doing? Right? Like, come on.
My first concert ever was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in 19. Let's fucking go, Mr. Noob. I had the set of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles concert. I still have a Polaroid somewhere of me in an Ames department store. Anyone remember an Ames department store? Well, you're Canadian, so you may have not gotten it, but of my mother holding me in Raphael Ninja Turtle pajamas next to a dude in a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle suit.
Yeah, mine's ironic because I've told you this story. My first concert ever was Creed, like a community festival thing. It's so funny.
Now.
I had this sticker, right? This is why this is destined, right? Like shit.
As is written, as foretold, my guy.
Fuck. The world's biggest Creed fan. Look who I found.
And I'm not even a member of the band.
Right. Yeah, for the longest time I was young and I had a Creed sticker. They were giving them out at like a festival. I was like, this is so cool.
My first true concert that I went to, I guess, if this is dichotomy of, was Nickelback, but so I guess Canadian band. So yeah.
That's pretty cool. See, look at the connections. Let's go.
Yeah. See, it was written. It was foretold, my guy. It was destined to be. You could not. It's where Tenacious D out here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. Fucking amazing. Tenacious D. They even broke up.
But see, the same issues that bonded us together are the issues that broke them up.
Facts.
Deep cut.
Spaz. Wait, there was a football game last night? Nah, but for real, I knew there was going to be a positivity gangbang tonight. I'm here for it. I'm glad you're here for it. And again, might not be everyone's cup of tea, might not be everyone's style. And we for 3 years, we do a pretty good job of avoiding the politics and the hot topics because we want wrestling to be the escape from all of it. Fuck it.
Well, we just took time during the preamble. We didn't take away even from the live show that's going on right now.
Right. But Alpha Academy and Tozawa had to defend them getting a title shot because people are assholes.
No, because justified. This is justified a little bit. Tozawa. Do you have them to win this?
No, but again, the matches aren't all like why can't we book this match?
You can book it, but when you have everybody, when you have more viable teams, that should be number one contenders.
It's just a Raw match to build up the Usos who've been together. They need a good win. It's no different than booking The Miz in a shit match, or he's not going to win, but that's all this is. Like, I don't get it. It's not an important match. They didn't steal a big moment from somebody.
You know what? I need to have an alternative tag match right now that I'm watching right now of give me the Creeds versus the Viking
Right? Like, oh fuck. Like, what are we gonna do? Like, oh, I don't know what the fuck this is.
Oh, he fucking missed that by a mile.
Oh, he got that one though.
Yeah, but we're also tonight
Not
going to get
helping Larry.
Javon and a mystery partner taking on of the Americanos.
Right? Yeah, I mean, again, I don't understand. And again, it becomes like we can book like the world champion of one company against an absolute nobody and they can go 15 strong and everyone thinks that's great. But you do a throwaway match just to kind of build up your tag champs who weren't in the tag team division for quite a while and just give them like a match that they're probably going to win, but it'll be fun because the fans like the Alpha Academy. And
That's
everyone's like, oh, I
babyface on
can't believe
babyface.
this.
Who am I rooting for?
You're rooting for the Usos?
Well, yeah, because they should win and are supposed to win as we go to commercial break. As Tozawa gets tossed by Otis,
Yeah,
but Henry Lee, yeah, what's up, everybody? What up? What up? As I'm trying to find everybody that was saying their first concerts of my 316 Poison, Creed, and Tantric.
Holy shit!
Were you and Spaz at the same first concert?
Yeah, we might have been same neighborhood too.
My first concert was Kiss.
Ooh. Right. That's some people are dating themselves right now. Maybe. Like, I mean, like the first kind of concert, like I went and bought a ticket myself and went with a friend. What was literally Silverchair.
Oh,
grade A. You see, there we go.
Well, no, I'm saying the first concert I went and bought a ticket to was Nickelback. Like I've only gone to a few concerts. Like I've been to them. I've been to Dropkick Murphys. The most recent one was actually around when I first joined the channel. Actually, was Slipknot and Cypress Hill. Speaking of dichotomies, and hey, you can listen to one thing and listen to the other thing at the same time. Slipknot and Cypress Hill.
Right. Yeah, the last concert I went to was fucking Jelly Roll. Like, honestly, like, what the fuck are we talking about? Like, it's crazy, and it's not just words. Again, I can't wait for other concerts to come down. Like, but it's such a wide range.
Oh, absolutely. If you close yourself off to something, you're taking yourself away from potentially enjoying something.
Yeah, and I have my limits. I have shit that I think is absolutely fucking terrible. And I will not listen I don't start telling other people out there how fucking stupid they are for not liking what I like. Like, it's just the way it is. Aerosmith,
you just do that every Wednesday. What?
Maybe a little bit.
Aerosmith, I was 12.
Right, LP. I see in there. So right now, Jay is on Tozawa.
Right. Now, our first concert was Janet Jackson. We are a part of the Rhythm Nation.
That's a good one to go to. Shout out.
Did you know that it was when we were watching the Super Bowl, it was 22 years. We brought it up of Janet Jackson. It was 22 years today of
We'll have you naked by the end of this song. I want to know, was it really, I really do want to know if they meant to do it or not. Like, I know the story is oops, but were they like, fuck it, I'm going to pull a titty out? And he was like, yeah, let's do it.
Did it again.
It was one of those things, like, we didn't think everyone was going to freak out. It was just a titty.
Yeah, no, yeah. It was one of those. We didn't expect that to happen.
The people who acted like that titty ruined their child's life forever. If Janet Jackson's titty ruined your kid's life, he probably wasn't going to have a good life anyway.
You might be entitled to compensation.
He's been
First thing I bought was for Dave Matthews Band. Was that just when they were Matthews?
Right.
Or just Dave?
Dave Matthews, one of the fucking highest selling touring bands in history. Unbelievable.
And he's trash.
See, that's okay. You're allowed to do that.
Right. Sorry, Mr. New, but no. I guess I can't say that as a Creed fan, but yeah. Right?
I get shit all the time as a Canadian because I'm not the biggest Tragically Hip fan. I don't love them. I don't. Everyone's always like, do you like the Hip? I'm like, eh. And the same thing with Rush.
Well, I was going to say, you got like 3 bands, though, that came out of there.
Right? Well, come on now. Oh, it's on fire. They're having a fun match. Crowd's loud.
Because they're cheering for Otis. Otis is over. Otis has been over since Money in the Bank, since he was out there with Tucky.
Tucky.
The Spinners.
Whoa, that did not go well. I guess that's what happens when you get a round back. Jay just went off to the left. It's more of a ricochet than a back body drop.
Oh, he's gonna fight you over that now.
Oh, that
Pink
Paul
Floyd,
Beach.
1987, Carrier Dome. Hey, Syracuse, shout out.
Dude, I would have loved to see Pink Floyd in their heyday, like when they were like fucking really,
You had to be on something
87.
though.
What?
Like you can't go to that not on the vitamins.
Oh no, you had to be more. It was like fucking. That
On
was
more
a
than vitamins.
yeah. You were going on all the stuffs.
You were enhanced watching that for sure.
Billy Joel, 1986. I love it, Kenny. That's excellent. In the middle of the night.
It was Nitro that got me into Kiss. Oh Lord, the Kiss demon got you into Kiss.
That's jokes.
Dale Torborg got you into fucking Kiss. That is craziness.
That's amazing. The demon.
We're gonna have special main events that start the show, but they're called main events because we contractually obligated to have you in so many main events.
Tozawa gets the tag as Otis takes out both.
Tozawa wins this. I'm walking off.
Really? I'd be pumped.
Yes, because the Usos, your former world champ. Think about this. The world title picture last year going into WrestleMania was Jey Uso versus Gunther. Now it's CM Punk versus Roman Reigns.
People want new shit, new exciting things. They want to mix it up a little. Here we go. And the Tozawa's putting on a banger right now. The kid's flying.
The kid, he's like my age.
42. Look, he
run it back. We're gonna dive again. Dive.
But you got to give him credit as much as we weren't sure about the
booking. That was great if they had a cruiserweight division, not in the tag division.
A good match. Oh, send on. No way.
1, 2. Oh. They had me for half a second.
That close. I felt it right here. Oh.
Deep in the cockles. Hey, Dennis Leary said it, so
I'm with you.
Well, now, don't touch my cockles.
Botch.
Okay, Tozawa. Okay, I'm sorry I was not familiar with your game.
Yeah, right. He doing his thing. We got to give him some love. But everyone, again, they were just like a jobber tag team. They were comedy relief. So, again, no one's saying they're getting an extended push. They were just given an opportunity for a good match. And we got one.
Home. Super kick.
Double spear on the cannonball.
I would like to see him hit the 1D on Otis.
I think they're going to
try. They're about to. 1D.
Let's go.
2, 3. There you go. I'll give you credit. Better match than it had any business being.
Right. It was a better match than it should have been. I agree with you who agrees with me.
What comes around is all around, Ricky. Spaz with a $5 super chat. Let me be clear. This is not a political question. How down are you for Logan versus Bunny? I'm fine with it. I think it's just like you even said. Celebrity wrestler versus celebrity wrestler.
Yeah, I hesitated a little bit, but it's Mania. Again, you need not everything's a full out all-star main event. No matter what sport we watch, boxing, UFC, whatever, combat sport, there's always a tier to things, right? And not everyone's up in that top echelon. And I think that this is an okay mid-card Mania match where Bunny shows up and Logan's jealous because I'm the guy, and then they have a little fucking brouhaha that leads to Mania. I'm okay with that. Plus, correct me if I'm wrong, but they are going back to Puerto Rico, and Bunny's most likely again going to be involved in that.
Well, I think there have already been the rumors around with the Super Bowl that he was going to get involved. I like the idea of you get him in for WrestleMania, especially you run in Vegas again as they get everybody shaking hands and kissing babies all together. Mm-hmm. But yeah, even when you're going to have a big show, like UFC does it with a UFC 200, 300, pick 100, all of that. They will stack matches even throughout the card to where you're going to have a Logan Paul versus Bad Bunny is going to get outside attention, but it's not going to be your main event.
No, exactly. Right. You're going to use that shit to pull it in. By the way, Byron Saxon here looking like he's hosting Family Feud in 1967.
Now, Janet, what are 3 commonly used items in a bathroom?
Oh, shit.
And so they're putting over.
Yeah, that was a good match, man.
I said it was a better match than it had any business being.
That extra tone to my voice is more for the public, not you.
The public. The publics.
So Jey Uso's going to be in the chamber.
So Jay's going to be in there. I need you to win the Elimination Chamber.
Jimmy always like this was a chance to put Jimmy in something. Let Jimmy do it.
I would have just left them as fucking tag teams. Like, I still think it's a better rub on Jimmy than like let me put over Jay.
Right. Jimmy bleeding from the mouth, by the way.
Yeah,
weak win. Roddy, what do you mean weak win? Do explain how that was a weak win. I appreciate it. You're allowed to feel that way. I just want you to explain it because I don't understand it.
Yes, context. Context is king.
Decent match, felt kind of short. Short usually means good. I mean, usually, depending.
Well, even then, you're not going to expect a fucking half-hour barn burner. You're not going to get an hour Broadway between Tozawa and Otis and the Usos.
Mm-hmm. Big Wreck. I saw Big Wreck like not that long ago, like last summer, the summer before, at a fucking sunflower festival or some shit.
I have no idea who this person is, and I don't want to be insulting.
Oh no, don't be. It's Canadian alternative band.
Fair enough. I thought he sounded like it was like the first gimmick name for of Jelly Roll. Big Wreck.
Yeah, they only had like two songs, nothing big. Oh, we got this
that one from Spaz. Sci-Fi Friday. Yeah, they've moved to Sci-Fi for 2 weeks because of the Olympics. So go ahead.
For you, like for the American contingent, how much does it moving to Sci-Fi be like? Maybe not you specifically, but for the general public, you know, is it a pain in the ass to track down Sci-Fi now? You got to download.
If I wasn't doing this would be leaps and bounds. This is now I have to try and remember. I have YouTube TV, so hopefully it's part of their package because the last time I watched Sci-Fi, respectfully, was when ECW was on. ECW,
true, yeah. Well, again, it's like one of those like extra channels. Like I don't just have Sci-Fi.
It's a Tubi, it's a pop situation, it's a TNA situation, kind of with that. It is you are going way out there.
You're going hunting.
You can get a USA, you can a CW couldn't throw it on there even.
Right. Yeah, right. I mean, it's interesting that Sci-Fi is like the safety net. They're just like, we'll take the income.
Yeah, and NBC, Bradley even brings it up, and NBC couldn't have done anything with that. You still got at least the Peacockish because of of NXT.
Right. I mean, I don't know. I'm a little surprised, but again, like that has been one of the major stories. I mean, it's starting to grind on everybody about all entertainment. Like everybody's like fucking running after the apps.
Well, it's again, split and conquer and divide, divide and conquer. That's what I was trying to say. It took me 3 times. But also, real quick, as I think you're probably going to saunter off.
I'm going to bounce, yeah.
Right, but does the World Cup, does the Olympics coming to the U.S. sooner rather than later really hold international people and beyond geopolitical things, but does already having bigger global events happening in the U.S. prevent international people from saving up their expenses to go to WrestleMania when I could go and save that same money to go to the World Cup, to go to the Olympics, what have you?
That's a very strong question, a very valid question, because again, your consumer only has so many dollars. Unless you're the people out there mortgaging your house to go to it.
But then it doesn't matter. Then it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. But yeah, to your point, I mean, again, the wrestling, there's a contingent of very loyal, solid wrestling fans that they don't give a fuck what's happening other than the wrestling. But there are people, the casuals, especially when it's a once in every 4 years, once in every 30 years that it comes to your neck of the woods, we're dealing with the same thing because we're sharing the World Cup, right?
Yeah. Oh, we are?
I think we are, right?
I think you're just our state. So, yeah.
We're all trying to figure out what countries are actually.
Where are the borders? What is we don't even know what we own anymore.
Some people learned for the first time this week that,
Puerto Rico was part of the U.S.
Like, I loved it all the time. Well, it's fucking American. Motherfucker, pay attention.
geography of American education system, folks. But yes, as Spaz out here with another $5.
I'll let you read that as I leave.
You read that as I got. Speaking of AAA, I got the AAA Mega Champion coming out right now. Dominic Mysterio with Liv Morgan. But Spaz, as your AAA correspondent, fresh in the field, Phoenix Dragon Octagon Gable was sick this past Saturday. Laguana are the mixed tag champs. Yes, because Chelsea was hurt with an ankle issue, so she could not compete. We had a replacement. I can't remember, pardon me, who it was. Bebe and Ray de Reyes look sick. There you go. As I'm in commercial break right now on Monday Night Raw, as Dom's back, Liv's, still gonna, announce who she's challenging. Do we start to get to a Finn Dom story? Does that finally pay off at WrestleMania? What's next for Dom Mysterio? What does his WrestleMania season look like? Yes, thank you, Jose. I was trying to find the words and my brain was disconnected. USA Network owns Sci-Fi. Yes, I know, but they also have other TV partners like the Peacock and all that. That is the next biggest network that USA owns Sci-Fi, because, again, does anyone even remember Sci-Fi exists outside of when ECW was there? I'm being honest. Like, I don't know if there's, something. I really don't watch cable TV, so I don't know if there's some, series that's exclusive to Sci-Fi that's caught on that I'm unaware of. Kelly Willie, why is Jey Uso in the chamber match when he's tag champs? I agree with you. Just let him be tag champs. We can't say there's an issue with Willow being your TBS champion and your women's tag champions, and then be okay with Jey Uso competing for a single title as your tag champs. You're a tag champ, defend your tag titles. Shouldn't they focus on that? Exactly, and give spot to. I agree with you fully, sir. And I don't know if you really believe, like, you don't believe Jay's winning it. I don't even know if you believe Jay's going to be in the chamber. Like, do you do it just to have the pop, the moment? You would still have the tag titles defended on the show, but not have him in the chamber. As they're showing the moment, the U.S. audience is in commercial, but they're showing the moment of AJ talking with Steph on her podcast and everything about when he was backstage, and it really all kind of hit him of this is it. And he's out there hugging Woods, who he was out there wrestling with that man when he was, Consequences Creed in TNA. I still wonder if we're going to see AJ Styles wrestle in another promotion in 2026. I just said another. I didn't say your name specifically. I think it's probably going to be more TNA than anything, but could we see him in another? I mean, he even said never say never. Nah, what NBC, it all depends on the contracts. And I know we're one of those, you should put it on more of a prominent situation, but yeah, Sci-Fi is one of those. And again, someone can let me know if I'm wrong, but that seems like it's, when's the last time you were searching for that? Bodie, what up, my guy? Anthony, what up? I have a feeling that Dom about to turn face because what's going on in AAA. Fair enough. Spaz is going to have to keep me updated on all the stuff going on with AAA. I try to stay on top of everything. I know they've had a couple of shows, but we've had the Super Bowls, we've had this, we've had that. I've seen most of the stuff with the Grandes, and you got Omos and Vikingo, but I still think at least WWE lore, Finn's going to be turning more babyface while Dom cements himself more as that heel. Does Dom have a WWE Championship match in 2026? Let me know, because I made the case he was Wrestler of the Year last year. So could he, by the end of this year, be challenging for a world title, not just in AAA? SmackDown was on Sci-Fi for 5 years. Do you not remember that? No, I don't. I don't remember that because I remember fucking. Was it really on fucking Sci-Fi? I remember like they were on UPN, they were on USA, and I remember the Fox era. I'm being honest, Anthony. I do not remember. And you're probably right, because vitamins make the pages stick together. As hey, we got flowers, we got roses. But I don't remember them being on Sci-Fi, but I digress. Sean Reed, what up? Does anyone see a scenario where Reigns somehow wrestles night one, beats Punk, gets into an undisputed? No. You're gonna have Punk versus Roman close out night 2. Oh, so we're getting the chocolates and the roses of again. Spoiler alert for anyone out there, public service announcement of Valentine's Day is coming up. So if there's anyone that you want to be your Valentine, anyone that this man's got dude wipes on his fucking shirt, but anyone that you're feeling special out there in your life, 100% grab them something for Valentine's Day. And even then, I think maybe, I don't know shipping times and everything. I'm not a master of commerce, but we shirt people. So maybe you grab yourself some Wrestling for Life merch. You spread the good gospel of wrestling around that Valentine's Day. You spread the gift of love of we're out here loving all the wrestling. So you spread the gift. But yes. Liv knows she's no. That's the fucking gimmick. That's the point. Trust me, I'm married to a New Jersey woman, and I'm waiting to get something thrown at me. But yeah, it fits with the personality and what she's doing out there, just to be this annoying. Ha ha ha! The Street Profits. No, they're getting thick. They're getting swole. Of Montez out there on that, Stephanie coming out, fucking popping like a goddamn Kane entrance. So give me what? And I haven't noticed that they actually changed Stephanie's music. Have they gone back to it? I'm sorry. There were other things I was more paying attention to than her music. Gunther is overrated, Byron. I digress. Ken, hi guys. Busy weekend. Happy B-Day to Medusa. Braun gets hernia surgery. Chelsea hurt. WrestleMania tickets are slow. WWE trying to shut down watch-alongs in Vegas for WrestleMania. Whew, yeah, that's all the big news stories wrapped up in one sentence, one paragraph there. After my network TV, they moved to Sci-Fi from 2010 to 2000. What the was my network TV, my guy? Now I'm starting to question what you had out there in Atlanta. When it worked out for somebody retired to unretired, besides, of course, Terry Funk, Mick Foley, Ric Flair's unretired 75 times. Why are 3 so far Raw guys entering an Elimination Chamber spot? It's for the SmackDown title. Same reason why there's probably going to be 3 that enter the chamber for, the women's title, whichever one it is that Liv doesn't declare for, whether it's Raw or SmackDown. Remember when they were supposed to have a draft? Does anyone else remember that? When they were supposed to actually have a draft? There could be a roster shakeup coming rather sooner rather than later, especially with SmackDown staying, going, what have you, as 3 hours. JV, exactly. I thought that was the giant pyro pop can pop me. Pause. Hey, wait, is everyone mad at Dom for this promo now because it's all in Spanish? It's a novella. It's exactly that. Roman definitely needs to win the title at Mania. We'll see. I mean, I have him. Early predictions, I have him to win. But we'll see. Hot girls love Dom Mysterio is what her shirt says. They never said they were having a draft. The dirt sheet said that. Maybe don't listen to those morons anymore. No, they actually did say a time or two. It was way back when, but they did actually say they were having a draft. And then it just kindly went away. I think Anthony is talking about a little network called UPN. Yes, no, I okay. So yeah, I had it as UPN. All right, we're doing the fucking back catalog work for SmackDown right now in the middle of this segment. But yeah, I remember UPN, which then became the CW. Steph with a slap to Dom. So I feel we're clearly setting up, if they didn't already set this up, of Liv versus Steph for the world title. Is that a main event of night one of WrestleMania? So Steph laying down the challenge. So it looks, judging by even what Corey Graves said there, is that Stephanie basically told Liv, "You're challenging me at WrestleMania." Because I don't know if Liv versus Jade works. Heel on heel, gigantic woman versus, annoying Liv. So now it's going to be who challenges Jade. As we're getting the hype up for the women's qualifier for the Elimination Chamber tonight, which would be Ivy Nile taking on Rhea, taking on Lyra. How embarrassing for Dom Mysterio. Why? Because he got slapped? How dare have a woman slap me? All a woman just be, I mean, he can take it. It's the Eddie Guerrero vibe of Christ Almighty when he was pulling out the roses. I was thinking of Eddie pulling out the bouquet for Mamacita. Breaking news now available at your local grocery stores. Lemon meringue pie M&Ms. What? Big Dog, are you just one of those? Are you in like a Midwest state that just gets like key lime Mountain Dew, like as a test subject? You get to be the guinea pigs for that shit? Because I have not heard any news about lemon meringue pie M&Ms. That's like the most America thing. Well, in the last 5 minutes, because America. Speaking of not America.
Yeah, breaking news. I'm not allowed to America anymore.
Well, this man has been permanently banned from America.
Yeah. I got to go around. I'm not allowed in.
Right. Hey, this man got a knock on his doorstep and everything. But yeah, no more America.
But yeah, welcome. How's it going? I mean, Dom. So yeah, I mean, the obvious choice. Liv's not picking Jade. So Steph, Liv, going to be a thing. Dom gets clapped upside the head, which is great. I hope people weren't offended by the amount of Spanish that was used during that particular segment. But we're doing well.
Closed caption. But I still got what was going on and everything. I know I did have to have Corey Graves kind of. It seemed like Stephanie pretty much made Liv's choice for her.
Yeah.
But where are you in Spaz? There's bacon M&Ms. Are you been hiding bacon M&Ms in Canada from me?
Who the fuck just said that?
Spaz, your fellow Canadian.
Spaz, where the fuck are you getting bacon M&Ms?
I don't know, but you need to send us each a bag, and then the next, members only, the next correlation connection of the Bacon Club, we'll be out there testing, bacon M&Ms.
Yeah,
should that be what it is? And we just taste test bacon treats.
Yeah, I'm down. Bacon anything. Let's go.
Fix.
I threw a temper tantrum a couple weeks ago because the Duchess hid the bacon. I'm like, where's the bacon? Where's the bacon bits?
Where's the bacon?
I put them in the back of the fridge. I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't want you to put them in everything. Come on now.
Bacon makes the world go round, my guy.
Threw an absolute temper tantrum. I'm a man. Hide my bacon.
And I swear we're not fucking. Oh, what's his name there? When they were putting whiskey and bacon in every goddamn epic food challenge or epic meal time. We're not that. We're not Harley Morgenstein or anything like that.
No. I mean, fuck. Can't afford it.
Yeah, you're the bacon to my whiskey. What?
As long as you don't get whiskey bacon, you're okay.
Well, I'm in commercial break right now, but yes.
Nick,
but so Jey Uso Elimination Chamber.
Yes.
I read one of the comments. Ill Will, Kill Bill out there that I agreed with of Jey Uso. Focus on the tag belts. Willow the
Yeah.
Pillow, Willow Nightingale, TBS champion and tag champion. Don't do both. Do one, don't do
Yeah.
the other.
And in all fairness, I've been very critical of that. I don't know why that Tony Khan feels the need to give somebody a title and then put them in other divisions. So in fairness, yeah, I mean Jay and Jimmy just got back together. Maybe Jay is not in the Elimination Chamber. I have no problem with that. Give them a match. So in all fairness, if I'm being fair to everybody, I would agree with that.
Well, it's even then of if he was in the chamber, you don't think he's winning. So
Yeah,
is it one of those? Now, granted, there's
they
plenty of
just
other
want
people
the
you could
entry.
throw in there that you don't think are winning, but
Mhm.
maybe give them the opportunity versus someone that you clearly know as a tag champ is not winning.
Well, and again, I think you have a faction like the Vision where you could throw in like a couple of their guys to like, if they work together, this is going to be, formidable, like that kind of thing. Bronson, Logan, and Theory can be in there, right? Even if Braun's hurt, you could still have that kind of presence instead of Jey Uso taking up one of those spots is a fair argument because why would Jey Uso win Chamber? That makes no sense.
Well, and some people brought up of this is going to be for the SmackDown title because you've got Roman and Punk already. So, do you buy anything into
No,
why are so many Raw guys entering a match for a
no,
SmackDown title?
no.
Okay.
No, because that's the standard. I think that is the way it is every year. Is three from each or half from each, and that doesn't surprise me. It's like the Rumble, right? Everybody from each side gets to participate in the Rumble. So Chambers the same way.
Right. But I'm going to go participate the same way and participate another way.
All right, Nick taking a pause for the cause. Rhea Ripley on the way out. How we doing out there on a Monday night? How you feeling, folks? Welcome back to the channel. If I haven't said it yet, got a poll up. Get your votes in. Rhea Ripley, Lyra Valkyria, and Ivy Nile for their spot in the Elimination Chamber. And as much as Rhea Ripley feels like she may be the favorite here, she's been heavily tied into the tag team division as well. So is there a chance here Bird Lady gets in? I think Ivy's the most unlikely here. Bacon mixed with sweets is effing gross. Who the hell buying this crap? I haven't tried M&Ms, and I know, that salty bacon works with sweetness at times for sure. But I haven't had a bacon M&M, no. They got all the talent to keep on AWing it, having champions go after other championships when their people are talented or could be used. I agree with that. And I think Nick mentioned your comment, Willie. I appreciate it. And you're not wrong. I mean, in all fairness, I don't like it because you finally get, we want the men's tag team division to not suck. Let's be real. It's not been good for a while. So you bring back the Usos, the tag team division. You're like, oh, this should help, and then you put Jay in an elimination chamber. Easy for me to say. Rhea Ripley enters the ring. Liv still hasn't chosen. Why are they dragging this? I think this play a little cat and mouse. It's the bratty nature of Liv. I think it fits her character. Again, you kind of it's blatant where she's going with this, right? Yeah, right. Bring it out for the whole class. Let's go. Don't get it twisted. Them Spanish people do talk shit behind your back when you're not listening. I grew up with a lot of it. Listen, I've been in that scenario as well, not necessarily with Spanish, but with other cultures. I do have a pet peeve towards doing that to somebody. I think it's rude. I think it's ignorant. And I'm not saying carte blanche, everyone gets off on a pass. And don't get it twisted. I mean, my country, your country, everyone's countries have issues. Blending cultures together, blending people together is never it should be nice and smooth, but it isn't. But there's bad and good on both sides of the argument. That's why I said earlier, I don't care. I don't care what any of your background brings to you. It's just how do you behave? How do you conduct yourself? That's what ends up mattering. If you're a good person and we don't have the same beliefs, that's okay. I can still get along with you. We can still talk shit. We can still talk stories. There's no reason for that. But I do agree. I mean, there's again, I think both teams have their problems. Both sides have their problems. As Ivy, Chuck, and everybody, Lyra looks like she got the worst of it. Might have actually clipped her head. There you go. Dale putting a better tone to it. Let's go, Dale. Prompted me. I like it. Y'all got to get on me about those buttons. I forget about them. Rhea Hogan for the win. Let's see what the chat said, folks. 79%, 80 going Rhea. Lyra getting 20, and Ivy. Poor Ivy. Not one of y'all could have voted for Ivy. Not one vote for Ivy. Oof. Disgusting. Oh my God. Drives me nuts. Triple H is the new Vince. I mean, is he the new Vince, or is he just that was the way he learned the business. He learned the booking, learned the craft. So is Triple H just a product of his environment, so to speak? So yeah, kind of what you're saying is he, like, is he just the next generation of Vince style? I've said for a long time that TK was doing a lot of VKM stuff. Triple H felt like a breath of fresh air and a different approach, but then I start wondering again. Bacon M&Ms was an April Fool thing. They want customers to vote. Okay. Jalapeno peanut M&M. Now, I'd be intrigued. I really would. I mean, I don't know if I need a whole bowl, but I'm definitely intrigued. What would that taste like? What does a spicy M&M got to taste like? Muscle Mommies with Rhea, Jordan Grace, Ivy. There you go. Just the Jack show. Oh, as Lyra goes through the ropes, misses, and Rhea throws a kick into her face. Rhea back in the ring with Lyra. Yeah, I got that one. All right. This is mine. Am I that far? Oh, no. Okay, we're here. I speak Spanish, so I've heard a lot of Latinos talking shit about me. People are just trash in general. That's exactly it. I mean, again, you name the group, they all have assholes. My group, your group, everyone. That's. I mean, I think there's a core group of good people out there that's the answer to all this. We got to stop listening to the fringe. We got to stop letting the small pocket of people kind of dictate the narrative. We're letting the people that are spewing the venom, letting the people that are twisting the bullshit run shit. And I think it's time to hijack it. I think it's time to take it back. I think it's time to stand up and be smart about shit. I don't give a shit about tag team wrestling, though. Those are mid-card belts by design. Yes and no. See, I grew up a tag team fan, Bernard. They are mid-card titles by design. But I want the division to be competitive, and some of our best memories, some of our big matches were really good tag matches once upon a time. Like I miss like real legitimate tag teams. Like the Usos are, still kicking around the New Day or the New Day. But I mean, again, like they were so now the minute a tag team gets good, we just expect them to break up. But down goes Rhea. Ivy popping Lyra. And we coming back from a commercial break. Lyra ducked out of the ring. Let's go. Assholes come in all colors. Facts, Jose. That's it. The trick now is we got to weed out the assholes and just worry about the people that are grinding in the right way, the people that want to see good in this fucking world. And my overall arching message, is simply this is way too short to fuck around and just be pissed off all the time. I really don't want my last day on this planet to be a day where I was fucking miserable about something that was so completely irrelevant. Why would that even be the case? As we get the suplex, three-way, everyone out of the corner, thrown, Lyra rocking back and forth, Rhea feeling it, as Ivy holding onto the top rope with her legs. But that's facts. I don't give a shit about the tag team. Got that one. Let's see who's got that. Spaz merch for special scissor buddy in your life. That's jokes. $2 and a good idea. $5 back-to-back manias in Vegas. Oh my god, terrible. Back-to-back all-ins at Wembley. Oh, our god, TK. Let me taste your third. Ew. Roll up two. Yeah, I mean, again, a little bit different, but the same sentiment. It's everything we keep talking about, right? The hypocrisy of it all, the selective outrage, the moving of the polls, what's good for the goose is not good for the gander, all those cliches, spaz. Thank you for the $5 super chat. But again, it is what it is. I hope Vegas rocks. I hope Wembley rocks. I hope it's all good. Bring back the headbangers. Fun match. Not bad. I thought it started a little slow, but I think we're kind of rolling here. Lyra up on the shoulders. We're gonna get hit with a doomsday. Oh no! Oh shit! Oh, I think the timing's slightly off as Rhea dropped Lyra on her face. Ivy gets air, but still gets a near fall. Oops! That didn't go. No, there was a little botchy. I'm 2-2-2. Lyra's had a few times tonight where she's looked outright concussed. The tag team matches had stars who were over. Not the case nowadays. The last tag team match I cared about was Roman and The Rock versus Cody and Rollins. Fair enough. Again, and I will agree. Like, I mean, for a long time now, the tag team division hasn't been competitive, hasn't been strong. I mean, when you think of having those mainstays like the Dudleys, the Hardys, Edge and Christian, so they've, again, everybody breaks up and goes their own way, but you get these solid runs. You go back to guys like the Demolition Heart Foundation, the LOD. Oh wait, Lyra gets pushed out. Ivy goes for the pin. She kicks out. Rhea, ooh, close. But that's, I mean, again, I was a tag team wrestling fan. I think the women's tag team division is doing extremely well, but ultimately, yeah, I mean, they got to make us care. They got to put the right people in that place, and it's been a long while since they've done it. MetLife Stadium, okay. I heard WrestleMania 50 was already signed. Interesting. For MetLife in 50? Okay. I don't know if there's any truth to that. Vince signed a 10-year Saudi deal, not Triple H or TKO. That is facts, but you know what the thing is, Bernard? You're 100% right, and I've used that defense 100 times. The curious part will be when this deal ends, they're going to re-up. TKO is going to re-up with Riyadh, if not double down. Like more money, more shows, more shit. That will be the curious spot. Right now, you do have that excuse, but they love raking in this money. What's up, buddy? Vandenberg. I like it. Rather have it in Vegas than Riyadh. Fair enough. We got the riptide. It's over. Sexy Rhea pin for the win. Rhea Ripley is going to Chamber. So where I said maybe Rhea doesn't get in, I was wrong. What's up, Dennis? Niall has been in multiple matches for contendership and rarely, if ever, wins. They could have been a singles match because Niall has a 33rd and a third chance. Ivy Nile should be in NXT, in my humble opinion. I like Ivy Nile. I think she's got some upside, but she didn't even have a good singles run in NXT. So her coming into a WWE and being on Raw, yeah, she's just kind of right now somebody that's lifting up other talent. They're not really focused on her. They put her in to take a pin or just kind of be the third man, the third person involved. I think she would benefit more for a solid run in NXT. Again, she's at the very bottom of the barrel in this division right now. So I think there's talent there. I wouldn't give up on her, but I don't know. What's up, Willie? Over on Twitch. Let's go. Bum, bum, bum. You're just getting rid of some bots. So Michael Cole reminds everybody we're going to Sci-Fi for SmackDown for a couple of weeks. No way TKO doesn't yeah, no way. Are you kidding me? No, listen. People on the internet don't like you guys. We can't take your money. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. She looks like shit the whole match, and then she comes in there and steals the win. Like, come on. What do you mean she looked like shit the whole match? She all right. I've seen a couple other botchy moments. She did drop Lira on her face, though. That's true. But is she not the biggest star if you're trying to sell tickets? You get her in there. I mean, again, she's supposed to be in the tag team division. I'd rather that be the focus. But Dom and Finn are having an issue. Now, there were talks. Will this be the WrestleMania matchup? Dom versus Finn. I expect them to, but don't want them to take the high road for once. Yeah, I highly doubt that. What's up, Bernard? How's it going? No way, TKO. Yeah, no way. As here comes CM Punk. Oh, we're getting in the ring with Michael Cole coming up next, folks. I will remind everybody out there, we are back tomorrow. NXT Dynamite on Wednesday, Thursday TNA. We're looking forward to that. The debut, a big night on Thursday as we get the official debut of Anthony by Elegance officially on the channel. We're happy to announce that will go live on Thursday, an hour later than all the other shows. Friday, we're back at 7:30. We're looking forward to that one. Grand Slam on Saturday, and we got more coming your way. More wrestling, more pay-per-views, more fun stuff. So be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, subscribe, get your merch, get all the things. We love shirting people, and we are rolling through Raw right now as we are about 10 minutes past the hour, heading towards what should be an interesting rest of Raw tonight. Still got more to come. Natty Maxine. We already had the tag match. Rhea moves on. LA Knight, Theory, Penta. Is this one a tough one to call for people out there? Wow, let's go. Met Andrade at a German indie show. Shout out. Good times. That's cool. Was he nice? But again. So right now we are sitting on commercial break. I feel like we'll see. Got that one. I want LA Knight to win. Spaz, we'll be running another pay-per-view hangout for No Surrender starting at 6 and going right through SmackDown and No Surrender. Shout out to Spaz. What's up, buddy?
I was going to say, speaking of No Surrender, there's no surrender tonight out here, my guy. But yeah, Rhea picks up the win. So now the Elimination Chamber is all kind of, at least so far, former women's champions. So
yep,
kind of seems like you've got a valid. And if these were all women who were competing with Jade, Rhea versus Jade, Tiffany versus Jade, all seem viable options.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, you don't want to throw in just everybody. Again, I understand the argument, and I kind of agree. Like, Rhea's in the tag team division, leave her there.
I mean, we made the same argument with Jey Uso, so
right, fair is fair.
A wee bit, but how do you feel, Javon Evans commercial break?
What about it?
As in, I know Twitter's going to run with this of, can you believe that they've got the young OG, the man who's bouncy out there in a commercial break? They didn't have anything for him during the show on air.
People are fucking dumb. And again,
yes, we've been over this.
This is kind of the point of all of this tonight. But I do think that people need to get used to the fact that they're catering to an audience who's paying a subscription, who almost get like bonus stuff because they do that. And again, I think that's just
global audience versus domestic audience.
Yeah. And I mean, again, I think that going back to the topic earlier, it's global. Like again, there's other cultures, there's other places
in the world. It's a circle.
Yeah. We can all work together.
as we're hyping up right now, Vegas. Now, going back to Vegas once, twice, three times the lover with WrestleMania. I didn't like it when they announced it beforehand. And I still think it's kind of snake biting them.
I don't think it's snake bit. How is it snake biting them?
Do you feel as excited for this Mania as even you did last year?
I mean, I don't think I'm not I'm not lacking excitement. I'll put it that way, and I don't think that
The absence of excitement does
right.
not mean the presence of excitement, sir.
Oh, Finn Balor cutting off Michael Cole, who
This
just
is
called
what
out
I've
Punk.
heard you're going to get set up for Chamber is Punk versus Finn
I like
for
it.
the title at Chamber, and that's how you get Punk on a card in Chicago.
Yeah,
Now
that
you're
makes
going to
sense.
have AJ Lee and Punk on the same card in Chicago.
Yeah, we will. I mean, again, doubling down on the Chicago presence, going for that crowd. That'll help sell tickets in that neck of the woods. Yeah, I don't know if the Vegas thing has any impact on any of the vibe or anything. I feel that's just like an arbitrary IWC thing that was like pulled out of the air. Like, I don't like, again, I felt like the build to Rumble wasn't great, and I was told I was wrong. Like, you adamantly defended that of like, no, it's been good. It's fine. It's all wide open. Well, WrestleMania is all wide open right now. So I
I
guess we're
reserve
going
the
to
right to change my opinion at a
yeah,
moment's glance and
facts.
everything.
That is facts. But I mean, at the end of the day, man, I think that I didn't love them going back to Vegas. It was a little bit of a wah wah. But now we're here. So I think I can separate that and put together a good show and deliver good matches. I'll forget where it is.
Should they have gone to the UK? Should they have gone to Wembley?
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. I mean, at the end of the day, maybe, but I don't think Wembley's out of the running.
Fair. Last year's WrestleMania revolved around a favor.
Yeah, but that was a good story.
Well, night one's main event was the thing that took all of WrestleMania. That's that and Cena because it was on his last legs is the only things you remember of 41.
Yeah, and that match ends up being one of the better matches of the entire year by many's opinion. And Adam Pearce getting booed for bringing out shitty security.
Well, and why is he got to like coax them to come out? Like, and Justin Timberlake, why does this man have the ramen hair? It's gonna be me.
Right? Ivy Nile. I really think Ivy Nile would benefit from more time in NXT.
Do you get this weird crop of like do you stay on the main roster so you can be the in-between for the stars, or do you go to NXT and you kind of hope you become a star, and if you don't work out in NXT, then you really are gone?
Right? As here comes CM Punk.
Look in my eyes, what do you see?
Punk is pissed. I like this. I'm good with this. That'd be dope. No,
is it funny that? Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, is it funny that the last two guys that CM Punk's really wrestled have had ties to the elite, the elite?
Right? He's like, I can't get it down. Oh, here we go.
I can't get at you, but I can fight that.
Punk with the quick twist that threw everybody off. But
no one's ever seen a spin move before.
Right? Just quick pivot.
Broken ankles.
Finn is definitely on the table right now, staring down Punk.
Everybody relax.
This well. Remember, people thought Finn was going to face turn. I think Punk can help him. Like, he has a really good match with Finn, with Punk, and then they kind of have that moment where Finn kind of gets the rub a little bit from Punk, like respect.
I still think you're going to get Dom versus Finn for the IC title at Mania.
I think that helps set that up. But right now, he's definitely being heelish.
Does this need a stipulation?
I'd be okay with it. Second fight. But he's saying you don't deserve it, but I'm going to give it to you anyway, pretty much. You deserve an ass beating.
See what happens when you step into this ring. With Jane handcuffed, smack on the finger, whip my belt, scream help. And then the security guys, yes, they did. They definitely did, Kenny.
Yeah.
Get out here. Get out here.
Where did y'all go? So Punk's pulling out the belt.
Cleveland
right here, right now. Pierce just losing his noodle. If he had hair, he'd be falling out or he'd be pulling it out.
Is Punk the Mick Foley of just insert town name drop for a cheap pop?
He definitely knows how to swing for the cheap pop for sure. I'll bring it in. Like, I can't just say I'll put the title on. Cleveland wants me to put smart
in Cleveland, Ohio.
That's why he's arguably the biggest or one of the biggest draws in all of wrestling.
He's like if Eddie Kingston had a physique
and did more than just chop.
Shut up. You didn't need to say that. You didn't need to say that.
Facts.
Hey, he had a good parking lot brawl.
You give me what I want, or I'll
show chasing after this.
You're getting bullied, dude.
But this is, do you got a vote of no confidence for Adam Pearce of Braun Breaker out there, saying you can't run this, CM Punk saying you can't run this.
You either give me what I want, or I will spend the whole night running around this arena trying to kick his ass.
Finn Balor, the title at Elimination Chamber.
They boo him for not giving it to him tonight. And you know what? Punk kind of caused that because he wanted them to fight now. So it's funny to me that he put Pierce in the position to be like, Chamber.
Compromise.
Right? As Finn's getting escorted out.
But is this one of those, it's going to be a good match, but you know who's going to win?
Yeah, to an extent, right? Like, it would be unlikely and surprising. And that's what it should be, I think. I like that.
But so far, we're down to, we've had a whole 4 matches announced for Elimination Chamber. Do we got a 5th? Because we've got Punk versus Finn, Becky versus AJ, and both Chambers.
That's a good card so far.
Do you need at least something? At least one something.
What's the something? What do you mean?
A tag match, women's title match, something.
Well, we got 2 Chambers and a world title match and an IC title match. I mean, you want to throw in a tag match, like a world tag title match? Like what?
If we did Tozawa and Otis again?
Yo, after how much you hated it tonight, we're going to run it back?
We're going to get a quick match? Well, it's one of those, do we just expect because, each chamber is going to probably take an hour? That's what it is. Are we good? We good with 4, or do we keep up this whole fight of give me 5, give me 6, give me 7, give me more?
I still think 4 is a bad move because they got to go perfect. The Chambers should be.
You have to clown me for asking for 5. How dare I?
I'm with you. I think 5's good. 5's good. 5's definitely okay. I think because chamber matches are going to be slightly shorter, are they both going to go an hour plus? No. So they'll be close, but maybe the 45-minute mark, and then we can fit in one more match.
Hunter, listen to the rap song. I got 5 on it. No, listen to Bruce Pritchard of 4, 3, and just everything's 3 hours. And how do we, maximize minutes? No, right. I got 5 on it.
Mm-hmm. Again, Noob, my only answer to this, I mean, ultimately, again, you don't want everything to be obviously predictable, but you have to set your show up in a way that even when the favorite is the favorite, there's a chance that they might lose. I get your plight, but I feel like I grew up with like the main event stars were almost guaranteed to win when I saw them. Like it when they lost, it was a rare thing, right? Like I don't know, what the official number would be on a given year, but the good guys didn't lose very often. So if you saw Hogan come to the ring, he was about to catch a W. If you saw Flair come to the ring, he was about to catch a W. And then it was the big matches that were, oh shit, who knows?
I agree with Noob, but I also think that the match is going to be good enough that despite everything, despite, your logical brain, you're going to have that moment to where you believe for a second, what if? That it's going to be good enough that it's going to circumvent the logic of the situation. As Punk's now calling out Roman Reigns.
Yeah, again, we know Finn's not going to do it, and I mean it's unfortunate, but it's because we know it's Punk Roman Mania, right? So where do we go from there? I get that, I do, but I think this is gonna be a good match, and it's a good spot for Finn.
Right. Well, absolutely. It's a great spot for Finn.
Right? Essentially, the alternative, I think, is he doesn't wrestle. Or you don't have Punk on the Chicago card, which that doesn't seem right either, right?
Well, then you get into, is he part-time and is he, hot dog in a grandstand like a
Right.
Roman Reigns of how active is he going to be? He wasn't on Rumble. He's not
Mhm.
on Chamber, so he wouldn't be active on a pay-per-view till
Right.
WrestleMania.
Is that what Roman comes back with? Like, yeah, you might be here, but you don't wrestle. I wrestle just as much as you do, and I'm not here.
Right? Could you see, is both nights of WrestleMania going to be 4 matches a night? We're going to get 8 matches on WrestleMania?
I don't think so. I think it'll be 6 tonight. I think it's 12
Minimum.
total, maybe 14. But Finn has been escorted from the building,
As the
and
Vision's here with Pierce.
I think Pierce is the masked man. I want it to be Pierce. I want it to be Pierce.
The fight Braun Breaker and just get snapped in half?
I mean, that's the downfall of it, isn't it? Shit.
Yeah, it's all great until what happens after the reveal.
But
You
I
yes
mean,
end it, and then it falls apart.
it was me all along. You're dead. Oh shit.
Right?
Solo program segment. You muted or me? I don't think so. I didn't. I'm innocent.
I was gonna say, I think people can hear our voice. This is my voice on TV. Shout out to anyone that remembers that Simpsons reference.
That's hilarious. Great spot for the Demon Finn. Great promo. I think they saved the Demon Finn for Dom versus Finn at Mania, and he comes out as the Demon.
Demon versus Dom.
Yeah, I think so. Why not? He's just so fucking mad at him. He went.
But do
Dom.
you
If
have enough
anyone's ever gonna
runway
push,
to invoke that out?
yeah, I mean, if anyone's gonna kind of entice the darkness, it's gonna be Dom Dom. You know, he's gonna cause rage. He's a fucking nightmare.
But why has he not already? Are we past the whole idea of the Demon Balor?
I don't think so because enough people are still asking for it. And it's been so long. So I mean, I love the
Everybody
idea.
still wants Blockbuster. When's a Blockbuster gonna fucking open up, my guy?
I fucking hope next week. Come on now. But Logan, oh, damn right I did.
Logan looks like he's on all of the vitamins.
He does. He looks like he's feeling good.
Them eyes are hazy, my guy.
His allergies, man.
His fucking allergies. Pollen is a bitch.
I got a wee bit of hay fever here tonight.
That's what it is. We're the most allergic wrestling channel out there.
Right. I feel like Logan, I don't know. There's something happening, and Pierce is on the cusp of it all.
But hey, we can at least be okay with just kind of guessing about it, throwing things out there. But if you're Dave Meltzer, you got to throw out there's internal conflict, there's internal finger pointing of everybody hates H out there with this. Because the WrestleMania plans are allegedly changing so much because it's just Dave Meltzer keeps guessing wrong, and he's really mad that he keeps getting exposed for guessing wrong.
Yeah, again, we've talked about it a lot. Instead of recanting anything, it's always just like, oh, but that was
They did it. They changed it.
Yeah, and they do it. He does it in such a slimy way. It's nothing you'll ever be able to prove or peg on him. Like, even if you have him dead to rights, there's that, oh, I just thought, there's always that slimy greaseball spin from fucking Tuna. And I
Right.
just, at the end of the day, man, it's been so blatant. If I say it all the time, if you're out there spending money, save the money from fucking places like the Wrestling Observer and save your money and do anything else with it. You'd be better off just taking it and throwing it down the fucking sewer drain. Like we all float down here, Timmy. I do what
Lisa
you want.
Dude's got 30 seconds.
Right? Like, dude, it's such a waste of fucking time, Nick. And you're right. It's gross.
Well, it's just one of those. he's guessing at a WrestleMania card. If it's the same thing as anybody else, but to sit there and say, "Oh my God, now there's an internal issue of people are having issues in the creative meetings with Triple H because of how much
Bullshit.
WrestleMania keeps changing." Is it that, Dave, or is it because you keep just putting out articles of saying this is what they're going to do for WrestleMania,
Right.
and they go the exact opposite, and you can't walk it back and say I was wrong?
Nick, you and I have seen, a lot of us out there have seen what that writer's room looks like, what they do, even the thing like Seth, like, hey, don't write that down in the company minute. Like, don't write that down. We don't want people to know. And then nobody knew.
Right.
Dave Meltzer acts like he's in those rooms, or he knows people in those rooms that are talking to him. Go back in your memory and think about who's in those rooms. Who the fuck is running? Play Heyman calling up
Road
Meltzer.
Dog, Road
Road
Dog.
Dog, hey, Davey, like fucking bullshit. Nobody in that room is calling Dave Meltzer or giving Dave Meltzer, oh, we're bullshit. It is so made up. He claims shit that nobody can prove otherwise without the WWE straight up coming out and saying that's a complete lie, which Triple H has done on multiple occasions. It's partly why they, the fucking certain people of the IWC just can't help but report it with that tone to it. But Dave Meltzer is so completely and utterly full of shit. We've said it time and time again.
Is he just the vet that's in the major leagues that no one wants to admit has a terrible batting average now, like can't hit a curveball, like probably should have hung it up or been in the minor leagues by now?
Right.
Because if you look at Dave's batting average on
Just
stories, even Alvarez is kind of getting sick of his shit. But
yeah.
the Wrestling Observer Network, their batting average on stories is abysmal, even to us who don't claim to be journalists, don't claim to do anything, literally just watch the project, could be both, and do educated guesswork and still have a higher batting average than these guys who do this professionally.
Yeah. Yeah, and anytime he's wrong, I'm not wrong. They changed their
They
mind.
changed it because I was too right.
So what did your source do? Like, here, I'll give you half the story. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? They changed their mind. So why didn't your insider help you, like, with the change? Help me understand, Dave. So you
You
have this
didn't
guy,
know the change until everyone else knew the change,
right?
but
Like,
you had an insider.
yeah. Is that not kind of fucking up your own argument here, sir? That, the insider told me that this is happening, but they changed and nobody told me. You have a shitty fucking insider, don't you, bro?
Right. Well, Ken out here.
No.
OG, triple OG. Shout out Bill Apter, actually a friend of the channel and
Yeah.
everything. But yeah, Ken, I'll listen to Bill Apter before Uncle Dave. Apter is actually a guy. Bill Apter is what Dave Meltzer thinks he is a guy who actually knows the history of all this wrestling and keeps his personal beliefs and bias out of it.
Yeah, a lot of it is just like kind of to the point, right? And some people can feel like he's a little dry because of it, but again, it's very kind of fact based and kind of what's right there in front of you. So I mean,
He's
I've
your
got no
walking Wikipedia of fucking pro wrestling.
unbelievable, right? Like, I mean, neither one you or I really, we consider ourselves big fans, but I can't say that I'm a historian. I feel like I've
No.
followed like an historian, but I'm not at that level. Like those guys, hey, when did this happen? Blah, 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 blah. Like it's just fucking spitting it out. It's ridiculous.
And can like take you and put you in like that moment at that time and everything.
Yeah. And even if a lot of that shit, even if I knew it at one point, I don't know it now.
It could have happened last week and I still couldn't do that same shit.
As Natty throwing Maxine up over the table, the chat is favoring Natty in this one, and I think Natty deserves a W.
Oh, absolutely. She's the low-key legend, and it's glad at least that WWE finally caught on. And it only took them like a year and a half, but they finally caught on, and this is how you build up Natty as somebody who's a viable challenger, who's a viable threat, who's somebody that provides, is a draw, is a talent in your division outside of just to help get people.
Oh shit! Match over.
Oh my God! You mean countouts are a thing?
I'm so used to not seeing it, Nick. The fact that the ref counted 10 while Natty beat the shit out of Maxine is excellent. She's gonna get a sharpshooter on that table for her efforts.
Oh yeah. Well, we had the intros and everything during the commercials, but yeah. So No Ref Aubrey, no Remsburg, no Skeletor to be seen or had of. Actually a 10 count. Actually a 10 count.
Good. And here comes. Oh, I thought it was Pierce again. It's actually Petey.
Petey Pierce.
Turn it up. Wait, what?
Ooh.
AJ Lee.
Oh.
She's here to save Maxine.
Oh, still boo. Still boo. All right. I booed because I halfway thought it was a Bella situation. AJ Lee coming to save Maxine. Boo. Still boo.
It's a weird spot because AJ took so long to get there and shit.
They're going to get a tag match of AJ Lee and Maxine versus Natty and Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
Boo.
Dude. Why
boo?
It's just to get them in the ring match. I'm okay with that. It doesn't have like.
No, why? Then they need AJ Lee to be here to get her in the rematch.
I want to see AJ Lee wrestle. You're here, wrestle.
Save her for a chamber. I don't need her involved in this. But not the recent Becky Lynch feud.
Oh, but now I got Natty fucking around with the big names. Like Natty's involved with like an AJ Lee. I hope Natty jumps her right now. She's coming. She's coming.
Yeah, you can hear. Oh, Becky.
Where's Natty?
She just walked off.
She
Maxine with the fucking Farrah Fawcett hairdo.
What's wrong with Farrah Fawcett hairdo?
I don't know. We're in 2026, not the year of our Lord 1986.
Right. That's true.
See the artist. What the hell was that? The whole dungeon building. It gives us this.
Well, I mean, now Natty's going to fight fucking with AJ or join Becky for a match, and then we'll get another single. We'll get a rematch.
Tag match, as we see.
They're going to do a Lions Den match. They're gonna take it to the Lions Den. Maxine versus Natty at Red Mania in a Lions Den in the Heart Dungeon.
Fucking hell! When's the last time you saw that? Ken Shamrock and Owen Hart in a Lions Den match. What was that? WrestleMania 14. Yeah, was it that? Or was it a SummerSlam? Or it was a King of the Ring? It was one of their big pay-per-views that year. If I very much remember, because that's when you had Dan the Beast Severn out there too and everything.
Yeah, I mean, I wish they would have had like AJ come out of like the side. As right now, LA Knight cutting a promo, sick of everybody, including the Vision. But yeah, it got real slow. Like I wasn't jumping for joy in any way on the whole situation. Again, they're gonna find an excuse to get AJ Lee into a match, which is good news, I guess. Natty gets to fight some fucking headliners, I guess, or fight with some headliners, I guess. I was kind of hoping. I mean this respectfully, but I was hoping Natty was going to kind of like write Maxine off, like hurt her, like kayfabe. Yes. And then Natty goes on to fight another baby face, and Maxine takes a little pause for the cause.
Should Ivy Nile be the one under Natty's wing?
No. Well, yes, you could do that, but you could have done that. You could still do that. You could have Ivy help Natty. The problem with Ivy is Maxine's got all the charisma. Like the crowd pops. The crowd loves her.
Yeah, so Natty just smashes her of just broken arm, and she's out there broken chicken wing.
El Grande Americano.
Chair, Nick, cry some more.
Ole, ole, ole. As they had a confrontation.
Chambea.
The Americanos had a bit of a showdown at AAA over the weekend of, OG Americano is not thrilled with the situation.
You better take back that Farrah Fawcett slander, Nick.
Right. We love Farrah. Let's go.
Just put Ivy Phoenix in the dungeon next. See?
Yeah. Yeah, if you would pull Ivy into this, it could help Ivy. And even if you made Natty Ivy a tag team for a while, they're a viable threat in the tag team division, I think.
So Big Dog corrected me out here. Ken Shamrock versus Rock was at Mania 14. IC match. And Rock and Owen were probably at SummerSlam.
Lions Den match with Shamrock Blackman. That was terrible. Lions Den weapons match. That's right.
I don't remember that. Like I said, I remember where it was Owen and Shamrock, and they did it off of everything. And like I said, you had Dan the Beast Severn as Owen's coach and everything.
Mm-hmm. We don't do enough offsite matches. Like we really don't. We don't do enough of the.
No, because we did that all of 2020, my guy. All the cinematic matches. We've done too many Fireflies.
Yeah. And I think
You had Collision out there with the parking lot brawls, my guy. That was rooftop,
right?
but still offsite.
Yeah, I think too many of the modern fans would shit on it though. But I love those. I love going like it always had a different vibe. Like where when they take us off site,
But it can go really good or it can go really bad. That's the
this is the
thing. Is you
bad
can
one,
do one or the other. There is no
right?
in between.
That dead silence with just like the thumping, like the ugh.
Uh, uh,
It sounds like a tennis match up in here, motherfucker.
Venus and Serena out there.
Right.
uh.
15 love. Ken we got that one. Boo, LA Knight, Rock, Stone Cold, Rip Off, and half of Charisma. So Bernard does not like LA Knight.
I don't think Bernard likes anything.
I think
Bernard, I think the list of what you like is shorter than the list of what you don't like.
Do you like LA Knight more than I like? I think LA Knight's okay. I don't know. Like I don't know. I'm kind of like not in love with LA Knight anymore. You know?
Have you lost faith in LA Knight?
Is that maybe it? The bookings worn me out.
Well, you had everybody that was out there with all the unreal stuff of let me just look like Triple H is
that was fucked.
Right, but it's still, I think that played into it. To me, he's out here. I don't want to say fully in an Austin type spot, but he is a bit in an Austin type spot. If he's out there going at the division, he's the hottest thing going right now. If he's the guy that I think, if you didn't have Roman Punk, he'd be a guy I think that could win this. Like if it was, it's interesting because this is going to be for Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, but he needs his moment. He needs that thing. That
bridesmaid, never the bride.
Yeah, like it feels like LA's never had that. And Austin 316 just said, "I whooped your ass." Like he hasn't had that moment. That like
you dummy, yeah.
Yeah, like he just hasn't hit it. And maybe because they haven't let him hit it. But it's just I'm waiting for that kind of. And again, he needs his triumph, and he hasn't had any.
Is he that, or is he like with like a Daniel Bryan or a CM Punk, to where certain guys, like even a Mick Foley or whatever, to where they got white hot and they should have had that Mania moment, and you just let it go by, thinking, "Oh, I can make that happen again," and you can never run that back.
Yeah, I think it's a good example.
When he was on SmackDown, that's kind of his white hot moment.
Yeah, maybe not striking when the iron was its hottest, expecting it to stay hot. And maybe you took it for granted that maybe it's starting to cool off. But again, sometimes it's trickier to reheat somebody. It's never quite the same when you reheat it. So that's my only fear for LA.
Isn't as good as a home cooked meal, my guy.
Right. Fair enough. So we'll see. We'll see if he can kind of bounce back. I mean, if he doesn't get in Chamber tonight, which I think he should be the favorite of these three. I mean, if he doesn't get in, shit.
Well, I think he'll get in, but does he win? That's a big thing.
Again, a lot of us are not talking about LA winning. But LA wins and takes on Drew McIntyre.
I think we've all kind of seen or been anticipating Cody, Jacob, Drew. You're going to get some amalgamation of that at some point.
So then what does LA Knight do at Royal Rumble?
If you're going to do Braun Seth, so what do you do with LA? Do you do an LA Bronson Reed? An LA Logan Paul?
Right.
Do those sunshine and sparkle with you? Do those, get you really behind and feel like he's on an uptick?
You're not going to do LA Dom.
No.
You're not going to do LA for the US Open Challenge, I don't think.
Is LA the biggest?
He's
the biggest quandary in pro wrestling of like, he's always the guy that shoulda, woulda, coulda. Like, he would work here, but there's always someone that shows up a little bit bigger, a little bit, more this or something of like, he's just the if guy. But if Roman wasn't here, if Cody was still champion, if this, if that, would LA be the guy?
Yeah, it's like being the team, like, the Patriots are on that hot run and you're good too, but nobody can beat these fuckers. Or, you see, LeBron's destroying the league, but that doesn't mean the other guys aren't having fucking career years and would have been number one in the, if it wasn't for that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's a lot of examples like that. And I feel like LA's that guy that's just, again, like you said, there's just always kind of the runner-up. And the question becomes, where do you fit him in? He's kind of just like the veteran, good worker, good hand guy right now.
Right. Bridesmaid, never the bride. But I've got El Grande, original El Grande Americano, teaming up with Javon, taking on the Grandes.
Yes, OG came out to be the six. Someone else said that in the chat. Shout out to those. Wrong poll. Yeah, they tricked me. They tricked me. They tricked me. But vote anyway. We'll leave that one up.
Yeah.
Nick and I both did it, so I don't feel bad.
Welcome to America, where the polls don't matter.
Oh.
What if Theory gets in chamber, then taken out by Masked Man, and Logan takes his place? What set up Logan to be a double agent, taking out every member of Vision? There's still the possibility that Jake Paul is the Masked Man.
The insanity that would ensue with a Jake Paul reveal.
Damian Priest and Bad Bunny versus the Paul brothers at WrestleMania. You give something for Damian Priest because he ain't doing shit. You want to talk about people who ain't doing shit right now. Damian Priest ain't doing right now.
Right? Let's go. Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad shout, though. I mean, as far as setting something up, but I mean, down goes Javon. I hope it's something creative. I hope it's something very crafty. You know, like I said, I throw Pierce just because, holy fuck, Pierce has been secretly fucking.
But if it is just Seth, and now we've got Braun out for a time being, so essentially you're just going to have. We want to talk about Roman with Punk having to carry a situation. Heyman's going to have to carry a whole feud.
Oh shit, in a big way, right? So, as both men knocked to the outside. Here we go.
Is this your main event?
Nice to see Gable back. But what?
I asked if this is your main event.
No, is it? No.
We already had a tag match. We already had Natty and Maxine.
We still have this.
That would be your main event then.
Yes, I would think so.
Well, no, I forgot it was there, my guy.
Yeah, I think this will get us close to the top of the hour and then go through from there. But that's what I'm thinking is going to happen. The main event being the triple threat. I'll have some storyline. Like, does Theory get screwed over by the mask guy tonight?
Is that your way to completely rule out that he's the mask guy? Because he is the guy that I would have had on my short list.
Yeah, I mean, and could it be a guy like Buddy Murphy that we don't know his contract?
No, contracts are still a thing. I mean, if Jericho ain't out of his contract, Buddy Murphy ain't out of his contract.
Right? No, nobody. Everyone's stuck in contracts. We have no idea anymore. People were reporting this week, speaking of that, is that Britt Baker might be back soon. And I don't know if it matters.
How many times has Tony said shit like this? She was at the Super Bowl. You had Swerve and Darby at the Super Bowl and a day at the Super Bowl. Everybody out here doing all of this and that and everything. Tony picks and chooses who gets on the show. And this is why I don't ever buy or vibe with anything that he says of, I'd love to have them on. So then why the fuck don't you? You're the boss. It's like, I'd love to have them back to work. So why aren't they back at work?
Right? Where's Jaw? Where's Jaw right now? We need to get Jaw on the phone. But no, I agree, man. Like, and that makes me laugh every time you bring it up. Of like, what the? Like, you are the booker. I would love to book them. Pardon?
What?
Do it?
Right. I'd love to have them on the schedule. I'd love for them to come back. So then why aren't they coming back?
Is there any issue with them? No, not at all. I'd love to use them.
I think she's one of the greatest women's pro wrestlers of our generation. So then why the fuck isn't she on your TV?
Where is she? Oh, no.
Is she injured, Tony? What's happening? I mean, it's a true crime. Like, honestly, if you sat there and just cut and did black and white with Tony of, I'd love to have her on my TV. We just need to work some things out. Just deep cut and then black and white of, it'd be a true crime of, where is Britt Baker? Where are the bodies, Tony? Where are the bodies?
Where are they all? Like, again, and somebody, that big report, you and I think talked about it the other day, but like, people keep tweeting out that more signings expected. Where are you going to put them all? We're going to need a bigger boat, Tony. Where are we going to put them all? What are we doing?
You're going to need a bigger crawl space, Tony. Where are the bodies, Tony? Where are the bodies?
Oh, they're going to get Macklin, and they're going to get fucking, like, where are they using everybody?
Oh, well, Anthony by Elegance is out there. He's been saved because Macklin seems like he's very much staying around TNA instead of going away. But Javon with a splash on to Tyler Bate. I can't call them, what are they, Blanco, Bluo? Are they Bluey and like Rojo or whatever the fuck their names are? But it's Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne.
Are you sure? That could be.
I'm about 99.9% positive
it could be
there.
Keith Lee and Omos. Come on now.
I know, my guy. It's Brock Lesnar and Obafemi.
All right, sir. I'll be right back.
There you go.
I just screwed everything up. You hit the wrong button.
No, you just wanted the center stage for yourself out there, my guy.
Why do they make these things if they don't even work? I don't know what to do.
As Gable, Ready, Willing, and Gable or OG Grande out there. Is this like when is Grande Grande Americano coming back? Is this like the fucking McRib of like he's limited edition, so we got to embrace him while he's here. He's getting the double German suplex. Thank you. It's Tony's Arch. Britt can go to TNA. I don't think she has value to WWE. Yeah, what would a multi-time world champion and arguably at one point one of the most over women in pro wrestling offer to WWE showing up there? I mean, I guess if you wanted to go to TNA and see what she does and everything, but to say she doesn't offer anything to WWE, I think that's a little asinine, respectfully. As Javon firing up, yeah, saying I think you'd be hard pressed to be able to say a statement like that of that a talent going to WWE doesn't offer them anything. I think you'd be hard pressed to say that in any sport, honestly, but especially in WWE. The inspiration of the next targets for TK, I've heard they're pretty much going to AEW. Both companies are kind of putting a emphasis on their women's tag division. But do you get the inspiration? Do they take the titles off of Babes of Wrath before? Interception cutter out there. As Javon just goes getting flying. Holy coast to coast cutter right there. Grande with a diving headbutt. 1, 2, 3. This man was about to sit there and turn around and hit some 450 splash or something, but huge. I want to see a replay of that all the time. Like that's going to be a gift for the ages of that coast to coast cutter. Yeah, but yeah, that's what I was saying though. Of do you take the titles off the Babes of Wrath while still fucking replay the time for the man who messed up and was apologizing to Randy Orton about messing up an RKO spot to hit a coast to coast cutter? Oh, how the bouncy boy has grown. But are we towards the end of the Grande story arc here of now? And again, they can show this replay all night long. It is a thing of beauty. But are we at the end of the Grande story of now if we've got OGs showing up of do we get back to Chad Gable and a Dexter Loomis and all that, or does Grande just spend his days in AAA? Absolutely, from out of nowhere. Bouncy Americano. Javon is 100% amazing. Of freak athleticism. I understand he weighs all of 110 pounds. But this man, that boy Bouncy. Oh, we're going to try and unmask the new one, Grande. Anyone else have a Booker T moment and thought this man was about to sit there and try and hit the devil's kiss from one Grande to another Grande? Artist, wait a minute. El Grande Americano is face now. Well, which El Grande Americano are you talking about? We got OG, triple OG Grande, or we got new recipe Grande? Which Grande are you talking about? As getting more of the whole podcast playlist of WWE. Speaking of podcast and playlists, I don't know why I said a kiss instead of cast, but be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. Spread the good gospel of wrestling out there. Ever growing, big things popping, little things stopping, up to something season, never sleeps, often imitated, never replicated, never duplicated. We're ever so close. We just passed 8K. We're getting ever so close to 10K. Let's see if we can hit 10K by WrestleMania. And again, taking the world by storm out here. We're doing what we do what we do because other people can't do what we do. Evans is going to be can star in WWE. Absolutely, my guy. You know, it's a big, powerful moment when Dale's out there using the expletive words. Original recipe, lad. Javon is great, but he still has no direction. He's the young, bouncy guy, my guy. He's young OG. He's out there just being a high-flying baby face. He doesn't have to have a true, defined, confined character right now. I feel a little bit, I know Cage is going to probably come back and, but you said this about this person, you said that about that person. Javon Evans right now, he's just the bouncy baby face. He's the guy that just everybody likes. So he's just joy and just joy. Yeah, that's Javon right now. So him out there not having a true defined role, I'm fine with it. Even do you see a Javon on the WrestleMania card if he's not in a multi-person battle royal, everybody gets in kind of match? As we're hyping up everybody out here of Penta, LA Knight, and Austin Theory of who could be the next person to qualify for the Elimination Chamber taking on Randy Orton. I think it has to be LA Knight. Penta. In my pecking order, it goes LA Knight, Penta, Austin Theory. Austin Theory being in there gets interesting. Do you get vision heavy with that? Or does it play into a thing of, well, you got an advantage while Braun's out and this and that and everything? As I got Vic Joseph, as we are in commercial break right now, either he got jacked on those rehabilitation roids or that's not Chad Gable. No, it's just everybody's out there on that Swolverine package. I mean, even everybody that's coming out at Montez Ford, of that man just got thick out there with 2 C's. Of sometimes, big bodies all the way around. Big beefy boys slapping meat. Pause. But I have Bailey and Lyra out here with Vic. Everyone forget that Bailey had that whole multiple personality thing going on, or it's just me? Did I only see that, or did everybody else see that? Because I feel like we just dropped that like a bad habit. Now, allegedly, Bailey and Lyra are moving to SmackDown because we got to bolster their roster now with 3 hours. But so Bailey is announcing that she's going to qualify next week. So does she qualify and Lyra doesn't? And does that cause some tension? Last year I was taken out of WrestleMania. Now who are you taking out of WrestleMania by? Say her name. Say her name. Even though I know she very much was, fighting to still have Bailey involved. But yeah, Becky kind of took her out. Yes. John C. I see you. Brett, Sean, defended the WWE Championship. Guardian Bailey stopped having multiple personalities because she was afraid Victoria would return. All the things it said. Just get that tattoo song going again. Anyone else remember that? Yes, I've lost my mind. Yeah, Bailey versus Asuka versus Natty elimination qualifier next week. Ooh, Asuka or Natty. Actually, that's a bit of a heavy hitter. I mean, that's like we've got this week. We've got Sammy versus Jacob versus Cody. Can all 3 of them win? Do we just get a 3-way tie? We just kind of cover our bases with that? Or yeah. That's why, to me, when you have like an Ivy Nile in a qualifier and the other qualifiers all heavy hitter, like a murderer's row, that to me is where it's like, can I slip one of them over there? Just maybe. I am so tired of this El Grande Americano. It's not funny. It's stupid. Still seems to be over with a fair amount of people. I mean, especially in AAA. Is that how he retires his days? I got an Oba package. Is he's allegedly still a free agent. He showed up on Raw. He showed up on SmackDown. But he is the definition of the next big thing. He is Brock Lesnar 2.0. He is the next fucking kaiju. Godzilla and King Kong ain't got on me kind of vibe. They're just replaying this man. He took out the biggest tag team right now collectively in pro wrestling together. He just took them out by himself. Tyler, what up? Sorry, I'm late. No, trust me, you ain't worried about being late. Trust me, sometimes the StreamYard be late catching up with the YouTube. But yeah. Yeah, so he's still a free agent, and Michael Cole even saying a gold mine awaits of whoever signs Oba. So he's still up in the air. I thought he was a Raw guy. Then he showed up on SmackDown and took out Kent Wilson. So we'll see. Remains to be seen. I wanted them Page on the main roster already. This man should be in the main event title scene, mid-card title scene. Not main event, but mid-card. I'll give you that. Always Brock Lashley. That is perfect. You get a star. Sir Kelly, you get a star. He is Brock Lashley. Nick, yeah, it's over with AAA. That's fine, but WWE sucks because of its worrying about AAA. What tonight really took away from your enjoyment of WWE because of they're putting shit over for AAA? Respectfully. As you come in muted, so I don't know if you need AAA to help pick you up, but yeah.
They muted me. I was speaking Spanish. My bad.
Oh, chambea to you too.
All right, but yeah, let's go. As we got,
see, you were just doing your Kid Rock. You were lip syncing, my guy. You were just ball with a bond.
Yo, if you're gonna fucking advertise like we're gonna do this, we're gonna be the alternative. Don't suck at it. Like I said, I mean, there's a couple artists there that I like, and then I was just like, what is this? Like, and the side-by-side comparable of like the party compared to like one dude strumming his acoustic, talking about fishing and hunting. Again, no offense to country music, I do like it, but man, it was fucking boring compared to the other channel. Even the guy who, the chief that tweeted about it, he didn't even watch that one. He watched the other one.
Yeah, the other one playing in the background.
You fucking dummy.
I mean, you got a bunch of Latin girls out there twerking like, I mean, how you gonna turn away? Right. Be a simple kind of man. Johnny, Nick, I watched the Super Bowl last night. I fell out of football, but that game was so good. It makes me want to be a football fan again. That's surprising for a defensive struggle like that. Of a lot of people were comparing it to a Thursday night football, what have you. For that to get you back into it, like you got to be a football guy.
Real quick, they're giving us graphic next Monday. Asuka, Natty, Bailey.
Yes, that was Bailey brought that up in the commercial break. And like I said, that's to me why when you have like an Ivy Nile in one of them, you couldn't have shaken this up a little bit more. Like on SmackDown this week, we're getting Sammy, Jacob Fatu, Cody. That is a murderer's row. You couldn't have shaken that fucking up a little bit.
Right? That's a valid argument. Here comes Penta.
So we should be at I assume the main event is we're at the 10 o'clock hour, top of the hour here, but Penta coming out.
We usually go for, I'm wondering if there's
no. I assume that this is going to be like a half hour or so. Yeah. See, when you don't announce a hard time, You don't have to worry about this whole overrun thing. People expect you're just going to go until you go.
Right. I agree.
Smooth operator. Somebody pointed it out. I think it was Hanging Behind that pointed it out on Twitter. Of you could just sync up smooth operator to the Penta walk, and now I can't unsee it.
100%. There was they've done that the last few days with Oba, and I'm trying to remember what the song is, but man, every time I see it, it kills me. But there's one going around with Oba's what like some
You just
fucking
gotta do dun,
right. Oh, what is it?
dun.
I'll find it and send it to you. But my God, it made me laugh. Nick,
You're
we got that one.
Well, I saw JV brought up about Ethan Page, or no, yeah, it was JV of Ethan Page on the main roster. How do you feel about fellow Canadian and all of that up on the main roster? Is he main roster mid card, main roster world title?
This is the thing where you got to weigh the options right now. And again, I think if Ethan Page is a main eventer in NXT, Ethan Page is a mid carder on the main roster. I like Ethan Page a lot, but I don't know that he comes in and all right, he's in the elimination chamber instead of Cody, or he's in the chamber instead of Aleister Black. Like, I mean, again, he's kind of at that Aleister level at tops.
Well, and does he need to be involved with like a Chelsea Green or anything like that? Who's
I think
out
so.
there out with an ankle injury? He's a Matt Cardona guy?
Yeah, in a way. I mean, again, I think there is an opportunity for him eventually. But I think if you rush too many people up to the main roster, you won't have space for them all. We were just talking about like Ivy Nile. Would she do better going down and kind of like having some good matches with, some of the talent that's down in NXT right now, and then maybe bring her back up when she's had a little more seasoning and she just feels out of her depth. Not bad in the ring. She's a pretty good athlete overall, strong little lady, but at the end of the day, not exactly grabbing the audience, right?
Right. Well, speaking of grabbing the audience, and I'm going to go grab a pause here quickly, but I'm also going to bring up this was, I think, on your pause when you had a coast to coast cutter of
Yes.
Javon on a Grande, and boy, howdy, that's the moment of Monday Night Raw, my guy.
Javon Evans, as Nick takes a pause for the cause, Javon Evans will be a human highlight reel. One of the reasons why you get him up to the main roster quick is he's a guy that people will pay to see. I know, again, some people out there don't love the flips and tricks, but Javon's highly entertaining, and kids especially, are going to want to see him. He's a super baby face, but it's those clippable moments, it's those clickable moments, and I think that's what Javon brings to the table. So yeah, for my money, it makes sense, and that most likely we'll see what happens here. But what a moment, and Javon can bounce. Let's go, MTB, feeling good. Go Shorty. It's your birthday. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back from commercial break. We'll be right back after these messages. Again, back to commercial. I mean, out of commercial, back into commercial. You got to love it. I mean, it does kind of take like I'm anticipating a match and I'm back into commercial twice. Now, the new thing they introduced to the Netflix coverage is full out commercials. Originally, there wasn't a whole lot of like vendors getting in there or companies getting the advertising dollars. It was a lot of internal commercials, but QuickBooks, all that fun stuff been thrown in there lately. Upper mid card, I would agree. Bad Bunny versus El Grande. Again, maybe you do something like where you swing it. Bad Bunny likely ends up in either a stipulation match, like a street fight, or a tag match. Again, that's partly to protect Bad Bunny. Zero Metal. Let's go. Theory out here. Main event time. I don't speak Spanish, so I didn't watch Bugs Bunny halftime show. Just Joe, that's allowed. Again, it's allowed. Doesn't mean he shouldn't perform, and it doesn't mean that it sucked. That's all. Ethan Page in main roster will be like Robert Roode. Yeah, maybe. I get that comparable. That would be your concern. I felt like Robert Roode should have got so much more love from the main roster, and it just didn't pan out. He ended up being a dirty dog. Nope. I can see Ethan Page go the route of JBL when he had his cabinet I think in time. I just don't know if now's the time because so many people are just kind of locked into place, right? But yeah, I mean, Ethan's a talent, and I don't doubt that he will be here sooner than later. Gunther is so winning that chamber qualifier. Yeah, it feels like it. What will Gunther do in a chamber? But here comes LA Knight. Your third combatant in this triple threat. Winner goes on to chamber. I can't imagine a world where LA does not win. Should I put the poll back up or should I just read the results from earlier? Let's see. What did the results earlier say? I'm trying to find them. Maybe I'll just put it back up. All right, folks. Who's taking home the win? Who goes on to chamber in Chicago? Who do you got? Who do you taking? How do you feel about it? Let me know as we are in the main event. Don't forget, back tomorrow for NXT, back on Wednesday for Dynamite. Thursday, we got TNA a little bit later, and more to come. Like TNA's ratings going up each week. And people in TNA and AMC apparently feeling pretty good about the increase in viewership. Considering the last couple shows being tape shows, they've only grown. So good for them getting a 0.5 in the demo. I believe the last was over 250. I mean, we're definitely in collision territory. That feels pretty good for them right now. Now, this match is either going to be really good or messy. We'll see how the chemistry comes together for this one. Yeah, 100%. I can see that. But we get the ding ding. Get your votes in. Penta, Theory, LA Knight. But I like an Attitude Era Raw hoodie. It's a good hoodie. Did you get that for your birthday? Ladies and gentlemen, we're back from commercial break. We'll be right back after these messages. That's funny, Paul.
So you got to do it right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Yeah, you got to go all road dog with it.
Well, that's your thing, and that's his thing.
Yeah, you don't want to steal a stolen gimmick, my guy.
Right? I was going another route. Paul out here as a licensed manager.
Hey, when's the last time you mentioned a manager's license or anything like that? Right. If he's not all up on the commentary, not up all in the videos, come to WWE.
Right. So LA and Penta are in the ring right now. Theory's been pushed aside. So yeah, it's funny that they brought that up. That's kind of makes me chuckle that he's a certified manager here at ringside.
No, it's just good callback and good wrestling knowledge. Like, is a drop down an offensive maneuver? That was a hot topic and debated because Gunther tripped and fell and stumbled over AJ Styles because people didn't realize if you put yourself in the way of your opponent, that might be an offensive maneuver.
Yeah, I mean, all depending on how the outcome and what the intent was when you do it. Come on, I mean, I feel like if Mans goes down and falls on his face, you feel pretty good about whatever happened, even if you didn't.
Yeah, if I trip you up and I'm trying to trip you up and, to prevent you from kicking my ass, I think I won.
Right. Yes, the drop down is an offensive maneuver. MDB with you. It's just
Vince. Oh, what a maneuver!
What a maneuver! As Theory rolling into the drop kick.
I thought he was going to do the Grace Waller. It's like, you terrible bastard, you.
He did half a Waller into a drop kick. Penta back into the post stairs.
At least he didn't go full Waller. Never go full Waller.
Never go full Waller.
So we go to commercial break right now. It's a triple threat match. No DQ. Wyatt's in the Vision, not jumping both LA Knight and Penta.
Because I think you need, there's a level of integrity that you kind of try to establish.
Integrity Farms.
Right. You try a little bit to at least start with the idea that this is a wrestling match. And the bad guy pulls out all the stops when he needs to, right? So I get what JV's saying, but that's just, I think that's part of the stretching the imagination of what wrestling does.
Right. Well, I think of stretching the imagination. Speaking of that, of spasm. Parallelogram versus Stone Cold Steve Austin Theory versus Lance Andrew Nightingale.
Oh shit! Big punch. Another super chat. 5 bones in the bucket. Thank you, sir.
MDB, did you get knee pads for your birthday? I need to know.
My birthday bumps.
My bumps, my lovely lady bumps. What?
Yeah. Did you get knee pads? Is it the annual knee pad parade on
Yeah,
your
were
birthday?
they like buried in your cake or something like that? No.
Knee pads in the cake.
I mean, you've had other things pop out of a cake before. Knee pads probably isn't the worst thing that's popped out of a cake.
Right.
Would you like butter on that, sir?
You need butter to make a cake. Hey, you've shown restraint. I still don't think that you weren't anywhere near the 7.5 line that you put. No.
I had it at 5. I went under.
Well, in a defensive struggle, it's hard to be buttery, my guy.
It wasn't a lot of butter. It was a lot of fucking grind.
And a lot of that bitter taste, that grit at the bottom.
Right, it was a lot of dry bread.
Marshawn Lynch.
A lot of dry bread.
Whoa. Sadly, no knee pads. For shame.
For shame. We gotta get logo.
We have to have knee pads specifically on the merch store for MDB.
We're gonna have to find a manufacturer that's separate from our merch at this particular time.
Start making wrestling gear.
Right, we have to price it out. Let you know, folks.
Cinnamon apple almond butter. Are we just being fat kids right now? Of like, y'all making me hungry for food. Right. Well, we just had the National Day of Food with the Super Bowl, the big game, and then now today's National Pizza Day. So says Zach.
Yum yums.
Facts, my guy.
Let's go.
Are you a chain or a local pizza guy?
I'm always on the quest. I've been literally like, I prefer local. I really do. Okay. I mean, I'll take a Pizza Hut or a Domino's from time to time, but I like the local ones, and we seek them out.
Are you a fold? Are you not a fold? Or are you? Don't tell me you're a knife and fork guy.
No, who's a knife and fork person? Really? Come on, stop.
I think there was one guy who was running for mayor of New York City, and then he cut his pizza with a knife and fork, and then
you're not allowed to be the mayor. You're not allowed to be the mayor of anything if that's how you handle your pizza.
Yeah, like not even. Well, you could do that with like a deep dish because that's just lasagna. But yeah,
facts. Even then, I challenge you to try.
JV, I wasn't asking you. I was asking KJ. I mean, if you want to fully answer if you're a chain or a local pizza guy, Sal's Pizza, that's a chain. That's a chain. I have Sal's Pizza by me. I don't know if it's the same Sal, but I got a Sal by me.
There's no Canadian Sal that I know of.
There's Salvatore for you.
I like this from Guardian. KJ likes pizza.
Pizza. Hey, what do you say?
It's about time to order the pizza. Let's
go. You got a poutine pie?
Poutine pie. There are some places that have done like a poutine kind of style pie.
The Rock instead of poutang and poutine. Right. A poutine pie.
A poutang pie. Do you like pie?
Pie?
Stay buttery, my friend.
Oh my God!
Would you like butter on that,
a fucking ad for the merch store coming soon, folks. KJ out there being the most interesting wrestling fan.
Right?
Buttery, my friend.
Big
I don't always stay buttery, but when I do, I watch the Wrestling for Life universe.
Right. Down Goes Theory, LA, following up.
Clip this because that needs to be on the fucking itinerary right now.
I like it. As yeah.
Theory,
it looks like Theory's trying to get away. Like this is.
Well, yeah, I don't think too many people cooperate with getting their fucking head smashed into a table.
He wiggling, he's trying. LA just bumping all of them now. Penta goes face first.
Right? They're all your pizzas delivered by horse.
No.
Do you get Canadian bacon instead of regular bacon on your pizza?
Any bacon works for sure, but yeah, ham's good on pizza.
No pineapple ever. Pineapple is a sacrilege.
I can tolerate it. I never order it.
That's so you're complacent with that fucking hypocrisy.
It's still pizza. It's still fucking pizza.
It loses all value of being pizza at that point. MDB, it's lasagna adjacent. I'll give you that. It's lasagna adjacent. Garfield it's Garfield's favorite pizza.
It was yeah.
Wu-Tang Pie.
Oh, nice move. Nice backdrop. Good move by LA Knight. We have mayors. We have cities. For fuck's sake. Yeah, like
parliaments, you have governors, you have,
right. We have some famous mayors, by the way.
Rob Ford.
Right? Ford's brother's still fucking doing his thing.
Do we need to have a tournament of fuck ups? Rob Ford or my current commander in tweet of who's the bigger fuck up?
Well, but the difference was like Ford
who held the most power.
Right. Well, the thing is as much as Ford was a bit of a, a mistake maker, I'll put it. He was loved, absolutely loved. Like that's the difference. Like your guy's kind of a fuck up that nobody likes. And even the ones that say they like him, they're just pretending.
No, well, yeah, backstabber. But Ford was he was too high all the time. That man.
Imagine if he
put the Rock in Toronto Raw.
He did a ton of shit. Yeah, that's why they called it the Toronto Raw lacrosse team. Oh shit, that's funny. Imagine how much he could have got done if he wasn't.
No, I think it's what helped him. It's what helped him. He was Randy Leahy, my guy.
He didn't stop. He worked 24/7. He wouldn't sleep
because the shit wouldn't let him stop.
But yeah, Penta up on the turnbuckle. LA getting pushed off. Theory in. Big punch to the head. Chris Christie. Who was the one in Washington? In DC, there was one.
Oh, Marion Barry.
Ah, one of the great names.
He was Rob Ford before Rob Ford because they both broke that rock.
The OG fucking. I can still be elected, right? Right?
No, sir. You are on camera doing the most illegal shit. Like, not just kind of some illegal shit, like the most illegal shit.
Oh, yeah.
Everything.
I eat black olives on pizza. See that? I'd rather have pineapple than olives.
That's the missus. The missus, she's like, I know her go-to pizza order is barbecue sauce, regular cheese, and then black olives.
That's not enough.
Maybe you throw in some bacon or some chicken or something like that. If you get the two toppings, depending on the deal. But yeah, barbecue black olive pizza is the missus go-to order.
Okay.
I know this.
I won't fuck with all this. Big elbow.
No.
LA Knight on fire, folks. It's a good question, Richard.
I'm right now. Someone send me a DoorDash order. Logan, get involved
now. Yeah, I'm definitely trying to veer it back, Richard. We're working on it. Oh my God, Bronson. Well, LA's fucked.
Right.
Squish
but
on
again, though, is it a thing? Is it an issue? Triple threat, no DQ, all in the referee's eyesight.
Right.
Like
Logan's distracting the ref. Logan was distracting the ref, but Pierce freaking out again. Uh-oh. This is the masked man. The masked man has to show up here.
And help Austin Theory to get, clear his name. Adam Pierce needs a good cardiologist because this man out here,
he
doesn't need a stress test.
Stop by Theory.
But hey, guess who did that before? Masked Man. Now you sell the seeds of discontent. Penta breaks it up.
Penta out of nowhere.
He's still alive. This man just completely disappeared. He got so excited, he just exploded. Look, Masked Man, super kick. Is it still going to be Waller of Stomp? So you've cleared Theory's name. Clear this man's name.
It happened.
Hey, costume change. Anyone else notice that the masked man showed up the second KJ walked away, and this man had to sit there and turn around and throw on a black hoodie and show up?
Just blanked right out. But the masked man shows up, takes out Theory. We assumed, I thought it was going to happen. There we go. We got it. I asked for this.
Well, absolutely.
The masked man is Jericho.
No, everyone stopped caring about Jericho showing up the second he didn't show up at the Rumble. Is it Waller again?
It could be. I mean, there's a lot of options here, man.
We're getting more and more to this is just the stunt double BFT.
BFT.
1, 2, 3. LA is in the Elimination Chamber.
Big pop, big energy. People are happy. Is it LA Mania, Nick?
If it ain't going to be now, it ain't ever going to be.
KJ's beard wouldn't fit in the mask.
That's why they drew on the eyebrows and everything. They distracted from how much the beard was sticking out.
It looks like Waller. It could be Waller. Pierce still mad at Heyman. Pierce sick of all this shit. His BP has to be through the fucking roof.
Yeah, what is his like come down routine? Like what pause? What is his like vitamin, intake? Because that guy's gotta be just finding true zen beyond this.
Right.
Because to get that high of a stress test.
Imagine it's Punk, that'd be crazy.
But it is still this very Theory's name, and it gets Theory exonerated from this a bit.
He did feel a little Wallery there. Did anyone else catch that?
Well, and is this because you had certain people of, it's Waller, and I get the whole, we've argued about this, of it doesn't always have to be the guy who does it the first time that is the guy that is revealed to be the guy. But at the same time, it feels a little bit, why don't you just use the guy to be the guy if you're going to use the guy, if it's all fucking coming around in circles around?
Seth for sure. It's Seth for sure. Seth Rollins is masked man.
Yeah.
That was Waller. Very Waller-esque movements. It's hard to say. In loving memory of Jim Shank. T's and P's.
I was going to make a terrible joke because we're in a memorial, but I was saying as a Buffalo Bills fan, shank is not a word I like to say. Because we do it quite often, but yes.
Well, shank you later.
Fucker.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
But no, that's how Monday Night Raw ends. LA Night. It qualifies for the money in the Elimination Chamber. It's him and Randy Orton are the only two names qualified right now, and cut straight into the camera. And we've had the masked man show up that completely rules out Austin Theory. So this is independent of the Vision, allegedly.
Yeah, seemingly. We know Braun Breaker is hurt. We know Paul and where everyone else was accounted for. A lot of people thought maybe it was Theory with the inside sabotage. This does exonerate him tonight. And now the question is it Seth? Is it a Waller? Is it someone else we're not even thinking about at the moment? But who could it be? I feel like no matter who it is, it connects back to Seth ultimately, right? That's the war.
That's why it's interesting that person took out Theory. Is it ultimately going to be, despite who's been playing the role of, is it going to be Seth? We still don't know his true timeline, but he's been all up on the videos, all up on the networks. Yeah.
I thought it was Pierce. Now it's not Pierce because Pierce was.
Oh, that's it. I still don't even fully get outside of just haha.
I wanted it to be Pierce because
you really thought that man was out there hitting super kicks and stomps like that. That man was clean.
I still want it to be. Why? I mean, it's not like Pierce isn't a.
He must have lost 100 pounds to sit there and do that.
I mean, again, it doesn't mean he's in the mask suit right now, but I still think if he became the Dark Knight and started getting revenge because he's so sick of everybody walking over him, I think it's great.
I'm Batman. I'm Batman.
Yeah, I am Batman. I am Pierce Man.
But you can't do one of those like, all right, respectfully with, oh, well, the guy in the suit is different than this. You can't have someone that's so different. Like, it can't be like Adam Pearce is like if your dad put on a Batman costume right now.
Right. Yeah, no, I do agree with that. You want it to be relatively close. You don't want to be so, "Hey, it's Wee Man in the fucking costume. Like, what are we doing? Like, but no, it's
He
actually
can
Seth.
move 5 feet.
But yeah, I mean, ultimately, Raw has come to an end, folks. Get your ratings in out of 10. How did you like it? How did you feel about it? Yeah, I mean, it was a good night. Went pretty quick. I liked it. The main event was maybe all right overall, but the good finish. I like that they're continuing the story. I like that there's things to guess about. Definitely building up Chamber. Chamber's all but done, and really kind of working on some WrestleMania stories as well.
AJ Lee, CM Punk, Finn Balor, LA Knight wins, Natty and Becky, and all of that's a thing still. Of you have the tag match. It was a good match, but of now where do we go past here? Jay's going to be in the elimination chamber, or at least qualify for an elimination chamber. You take the good, you take the bad, and there you go.
Facts
You
of
get the
life.
facts of Raw.
Facts of
Yeah.
life.
I see most of the chat with him with a 7. I'm kind of with them on that. I'm at a 7, and that's probably around my peak with tonight.
Yeah, I could maybe get, kind of in the vibe of a 7.5. A lot of good stuff, though. I mean, I don't blame. Like, I mean, you could stretch an 8, but I think the in ring had to be a little bit better. The main event had to be a little better to get that 8. But it's close. I mean, above average show. Didn't suck. Wasn't boring. I thought they kept things moving. Like you said, AJ Lee, CM Punk, twists and turns. I like a lot of the things we got. That tag match of the night, maybe, but kind of stole the show a little bit. So they justified their booking because they fucking banged one out.
Yeah, I mean, what they did in ring was pretty solid. I mean, even still, you got the Masked Man takes out Austin Theory. You had some good, like I said, you had some good, and you had some. I don't want to say it was even bad. It just wasn't so good.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of those. That's why, like a 7. Of it wasn't a truly bad show. It just wasn't a great show.
Yeah,
Like it's definitely it's less than last week, but last week was also Roman and Punk and a fucking monumental moment.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, again, I think that average, that kind of a lot of people out there feeling the 7s, 9 from Christian, Becky Lynch and Finn Balor having complete meltdowns, and CM Punk and AJ Lee. The Masked Man has struck again, and another Adam Pearce meltdown. There was several Adam Pearce meltdowns. Like, again, I'm concerned about my guy.
Woosah. Someone send some, medication, some vibrations out there to Adam Pearce, because woosah, goosebumps.
Yeah, man, clip that because
The breaker sharks are swimming in my brain.
We're worried about you, Piercy. Hope you're doing okay. You got, we're rooting for you to kind of balance out a little bit. It's hectic times for Adam Pearce for sure.
Facts, my guy. But still, I think overall, we're on the road to WrestleMania. We're still building up very much Elimination Chamber. We had 2 matches announced for Elimination Chamber tonight with the IC belt on the line, the world title on the line. We're going to see all of the Punkses, all of the Brookses, both fighting in Chicago.
Yeah.
So overall, a fairly good show. A ground rule double, not an out the park home run.
That's fair. I like that. I think Heyman and Paul behind attacks. Bronson and Braun both turned on Seth, but forced Heyman to align. Interesting. So Heyman and Paul, that'll be interesting. The kind of a swerve on a swerve. Then that means like, so is the Masked Man Jake Paul, and it's like Logan Paul, Jake Paul, and Paul Heyman.
No, I already don't like this because I already didn't like even with Logan Paul fully getting involved with the Vision, just on the aspect of
such a
Heyman doesn't need Logan Paul doesn't need a Heyman to talk for him. Bronson Reed and a Braun Breaker kind of need a Heyman to talk for them a bit more. Okay. So that's why I wouldn't break those 2 off individually.
Okay. I mean, fair argument. I can see where you're definitely going with that. I do feel like Jake Paul, instant most hated man in all of wrestling. He might actually fight people in the crowd, so that's a problem.
Well, and well, now that no, what's going to be the bigger problem is when the people in the crowd beat him with the fight and everything.
Right? Jake Paul takes a swipe at Burt Kreischer.
Honestly, I think just the internet wins at that point. I don't think there's a
Right.
true loser in that situation.
Facts. 8 out of 10. The masked man is not Logan Paul. Facts. Where is the beef with Pierce and Heyman going to go? I'm liking it. I'm on this journey. Like, I want to see the next episode of As the Heyman Turns.
But that's again, this is why going full circle with what we talked about to start off the stream and everything, why the Braun Breaker hernia issue to me is, I don't want to say fully a non-issue, but not as big of an issue as everybody's made it out to be, because you still have so much that can carry, that's weight bearing, that's load bearing, beams for this story.
Yeah, I do believe that the I mean, it's an exaggeration. It's definitely a bit catastrophizing of, again, it sucks. On worst case scenario, maybe 8 to 12 weeks if it's a big one that whatever, it was complicated. We hope he's okay. We want to see him recover, but the good news is it's not. He didn't blow his fucking ACL. He's not on the shelf for a year, kind of thing. He'll be okay.
But also, then for everybody that wants to try and crucify creative, has issues, have injury issues, this person retiring, that thing happening, kind of led to pivot here, pivot there. We don't want to burn the audience out of Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes again, and then now we're all mad because we didn't get Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes again.
Yeah, I'm not mad about that.
I know you're not, but like Drew McIntyre, well, he wasn't on the WrestleMania poster. Well, no shit, because he wasn't going to be in their plans then.
Right. And again, we've seen it before where trust me, they're good enough to throw out a poster and then they announce a match and add to the poster and put out a new one. Magic. Right. He died from
editing cancer. Is amazing. Sorry.
Bradley, I don't know what. I mean,
he was talking about Shank out there of closing off of how they did the
yes.
So again, like I wasn't trying to take away from the man or anything. I apologize, but yeah, no. T's and P's, 100% all the way around.
I'm worried that Waller being revealed as the masked man is going to be deflating.
I don't think he'll be revealed as the masked man. I think if you were going to do it, it was going to be an Austin Theory or a Jake Paul or somebody you would have revealed as the masked man. If you were going to stay with this Waller concept and everything, that's where it would have been, like you said, of this is a guy, he's the stunt double playing the role. He is the guy playing the dude disguised as another dude.
Right? Facts. I saw an 8 up there from Will, 7.57. I mean, I understand. I mean, I like this show. I mean, I feel like it was good enough for kind of pushing, up towards that number. But 6.8, 10. We got AJ Lee. We got Doubters said that she wasn't coming back. I knew she was coming back. It's just she's going to be here for more than a couple weeks.
I think she's going to have to be on a build to WrestleMania.
You would hope.
D Skills 7 of 10. Waller would be so disappointing though, as MDB saying Waller versus Theory would have some legs to it though. 5 of us.
Yeah. I don't even know. I mean, legs that walk right out the door.
Yeah, these legs are made for walking.
Right, shit.
Waller as the masked man is like a balloon deflating.
Yeah, it'd be a little like, oh, that guy. I don't
Could
think
it be a Finn Balor?
Could what if it's Finn? What if it's Finn?
That's who I said it. That's in my instinctual reaction on stream was Finn Balor.
That's interesting. I mean, we've seen Finn's going after. Again, it would be a bit of a stretch for me. Finn's got problems with Dom. Finn's got problems with Punk. How do you tie that in nicely?
Well, to be fair, when I saw it, it was just at the Rumble, and I thought it was because he didn't get a spot in the Rumble, and I'm pissed that the Vision gets 4 spots in the Rumble. Now that we're here, and we've ruled out Austin Theory, my kind of theories get down to Jake Paul, or I guess we're all hoping out that Seth Rollins can find a shoulder to lean on.
Yeah, again, I mean, there's really
There's no grace in between that, I think. There's no, like, if it is Waller, respectfully, of Waller versus Austin Theory is entertaining to all of 5 people.
Yeah, it's not good. And again, I mean, what's intriguing about this story, does Seth walk back through the front door and act like everything's, like, how does Seth approach all this now? And where does Seth kind of...
No, you get to where he's the final reveal of he does it, and then you take the mask off, and then it's Seth, because
so we
find out walk through the front door. You can't get thrown out the house and then turn around and walk through the front door.
Yeah. I was wondering, does he come in again? It feels more guerrilla warfare from Seth on this one.
Yeah. Sierra Hotel, Indica, Echo, Lima, Delta.
I like it. It's not Finn. Finn isn't as tall as the masked man guy was. There you go.
I saw people getting down to hand tattoos and everything, my guy. We're doing, like, cosmetics don't exist.
Ricky helping Seth is a good one. That's interesting. I'm one of those 5 people. I don't know. I just don't think it has any zip on it. Brian, WWE RAW fish. Something smells fishy on Monday night. Close your legs. Close your legs. Close your legs. Sorry. Anyway, I don't know what it is. Dean Ambrose. Never demon.
In the no neck twist. Yeah.
Shout out to Dean. His neck cracking ability.
But I think that's, again, they're throwing out as many. You had those people of it could have been a Finn because it shows up at the Rumble. It could have been a Theory because he's done it before and everything. Right. You've checked 2 of those boxes, I think, off tonight of you're slimming down who it could be a little bit. You're honing it in. You're pruning the bush. Pause.
Right. What if it's several people? What if it's multiple people?
It's a movement.
It's a movement, right? Like, it's just like it ends up being 3 or 4. Very interesting. But with all that being said, Nick, I think we've come to the end.
We've started our own movement, but yeah, this movement's gonna pass for now.
I think this is by request gonna get clipped out. This parts of this one, including dear Adam Pierce. We wish you the best. But a lot of fun here tonight. Again, folks, if you were here earlier, again, wrestling is our escape from the real world, and we don't want to drag too much of it into it. But I also feel like we do have a platform, we do have a voice, and we have every right to kind of express it. But other than that,
you have this thing called an incursion, not to go full Marvel universe or anything like that. But when certain universes collide against each other, you kind of have to address that universes are colliding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, again, not getting involved in that, and kind of letting it sully our good time here, and putting our heads in the sand and kind of have a thin line at times. So, like you said,
peacefully ignore that. Just saying.
It's just getting to the point of just again, it's more than wrestling. It's just about everybody coming together, everyone being a family, finding happiness and live and let live. Again, as long as you're not fucking up someone's day, I don't give a fuck what you do with your life. Just do you and leave others alone. But beyond that, decent Raw. I've enjoyed 2026 of WWE programming so far. I think the road to WrestleMania has been solid. I'm looking forward to Chamber now. But we got more coming your way all week long.
I'm very interested of how we're going to start cinching buttons together and everything. How we're going to make this 3-piece suit out here, my guy. It starts. No. Don't you say that. Their masks just stayed up too well. Those are the masks that they should have had to begin with this. Well, trust me, I already was having to defend the dark side versus the dark state. But yes, no, trust me. There's the dark state going on out there that we were talking about before. So you need to fight back against that dark state. But yes.
That's too funny. The first guy was Suge. The second guy was Dion. Now we'll see who else attacks. Oh, let's go. It'd be my favorite moment of ever streaming. Like, by far my favorite moment.
And it'll be my last moment of ever streaming.
Right? All 4 come up on the apron and pull off the mask. It's Dark State. You're like,
fuck. It's the Nexus with Wade Barrett.
Shit. Wade's like, this looks familiar.
Yeah, this looks familiar. Core. It'd be the core with Ezekiel Jackson.
Right? The core. Fucking hell.
But we've got to the core of this issue, folks. So our shit is real, our shit is raw, our shit is authentic. When you talk about that rest, you put up with that for live with it.
Okay. See you later. Bye-bye.
Have a good night, folks. See you on the flip side. Come back tomorrow and love somebody tonight.